slightly.
Welcome, everybody, into Sports Talk with Krish. It is week 18 of the NFL season. A little bit what we're not used to. We usually just do playoff games, but very interesting game tonight between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kickoff just started. The Bengals actually have the ball first, so the scoreboard will change. And Nick, if you want to just talk about this game going into it and some of the playoff stuff that has to happen with it.
Yeah, so there are playoff implications for both teams. The Steelers have already wrapped up a spot. They are one of the 7 teams for the AFC. But with a win tonight, they will travel to Houston. And with a loss tonight, their playoff schedule will be up in the air. If they lose tonight and the Chargers win tomorrow in Las Vegas, then the Steelers will travel to Baltimore for AFC North first-round matchup, and the Chargers will travel to Houston. And for the Bengals, they are in the hunt, but not currently in the playoff picture. They were 4-8. Now here they are 8-8. And if they win tonight, then what they need to happen is a Broncos loss and a Dolphins loss to get in, because they do not have the tiebreaker over either. And with a loss, they would be eliminated regardless of what happens tomorrow. So it's a must-win for them, or their season is over.
Perfect. Thank you, Nick, for that update. As on a 2nd down and 10 to open up this game, Burrow throws it. It is caught by Mike Gesicki. He will have a Cincinnati first down to begin this one. As the Steelers defense, one of the best in the entire league. That's why it's going to be really interesting to watch tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. It's a cold weather game on the East Coast, 2 division rivals. The Bengals are missing their running back one, Chase Brown, tonight. But Joe Burrow has been on a different level this year. He's had to be to even put them in this position. And, of course, you got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. And as you mentioned, the Steelers, who are always led by Mike Tomlin and their great defense, is a tough matchup for anybody this time of year.
Another beautiful catch made by T. Higgins, as right on cue, who, is technically going to be a free agent, but the Bengals, there's been talks about him even taking a pay cut to stay in Cincinnati. So a lot of moving parts. As great job. The ball technically hits the ground, but there's no movement, so it counts as a catch.
Yeah, that looks like an easy catch to me. He did not use the ground to control his catch. He had already controlled it once it hit the ground. So it'll be 2nd and short at midfield.
A 2nd down and 1 with Khalil Herbert. Just mentioned him via trade coming to Cincinnati. Burrow takes the shotgun snap, throws over the middle, and completes it to Mike Gesicki for the 2nd time already, and the Bengals marching in Steelers territory.
Former Dolphins tight end has had a very productive season coming over to the Bengals this year. I believe this is his first season with them. Probably benefiting from a change at quarterback for sure.
He was in New England, or started off in Miami.
Then New England. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's kind of been all over the place. He's had the world of all quarterbacks. You could more than likely say this is his best spot, though, as this will be a carry for Herbert, and he fights for a couple yards. So a 2nd down and 5 now for Cincinnati, and a really good spot to open up this game.
It is. They're driving downfield. They're already in field goal range. Would like to finish with the touchdown here. I wouldn't expect to see too much of the run game because, as I mentioned, Chase Brown is injured tonight. He is out for their final regular season game. So I would expect to see a lot of Joe Burrow tonight.
We're going to keep it on the ground for a couple more yards from Khalil Herbert, and that will make it a 3rd down and short. So, yeah, traded at the deadline from Chicago over to Cincinnati. Hasn't been utilized too much with how well Chase Brown has played, but he will be the running back 1 tonight due to injury.
Yeah, I would expect this. I know it's early in the game, first possession. I would expect this to be 4-down territory. You're in field goal range, but it's 3rd and 1. If it's 4th and 1, you got to go for it here too.
They're going to wave Jamar Chase in motion. So 5 wide for Burrow. He's looking for Chase, delivers for Chase, and he's got him. 1st down and more to the 20-yard line, and Cincinnati moves the sticks.
It's just kind of who they've been all year. Their defense has been a major letdown this year. I will say it's been one of the worst in the league. I don't think it's been the worst, but it's been up there. It's been Joe Burrow and literally nothing else all year. That's how they are where they are. without Joe Burrow, they're probably in competition for like the number 1 pick right now. I think that's how bad they are outside of him.
And an interesting stat line, 1 opening drive touchdown in their 24 last tries against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Burrow throws, it's caught by Chase again, who gets solid yardage before he's out of bounds. So, I mean, we talk about Joe Burrow being on fire. Jamar Chase has been the same. He actually needs 1 more touchdown tonight to break the Bengals' all-time receiving touchdowns in a season.
5 for 5 start for Joe Burrow. He looks good. That connection to Jamar Chase looks good. I think we could. I feel good saying that he's going to score a touchdown or 2 in this game. You got to go to your best players of the season on the line.
I think they're absolutely going to need him to get in the end zone. And then we'll go right to him right here. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase right on cue. And it's going to be the Bengals who start off this game with the lead.
Really good opening drive on, as we mentioned, a very good Steelers defense. Still, they haven't played as good the last couple weeks. Steelers, I believe, have lost 3 straight coming into this game. They were 10-4, 10-3. Now they're 10-6. They had control of the division until the Baltimore Ravens won earlier today and clinched their division. So no matter what, the Steelers will be on the road to start the playoffs.
And the extra point, good snap, good hold, is through Cincinnati up 7-0 to start this game.
Quick start for them. A lot of T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, which I think is no surprise to anybody who watches the Bengals. A high dosage of both of those guys.
Yeah, what a start. Wow. I mean, they kept going to Chase. He just gets open nearly every single play. At least on this drive, you could see that, and he's known for doing that throughout his entire career. He's just one of those – he's really just different. You can't really put a single corner on him.
Yeah, he's a top 2, top 3 receiver in this game, in my opinion. I don't think that's really debatable. I think it's like him and Justin Jefferson probably is the top 2 in this league right now. And then starting at 3rd is kind of where the debate begins. But yeah, it's those 2. We'll see. Cincinnati may or may not have both of these guys next year. We'll kind of hinted at the possibility of T. Higgins maybe being a free agent. He'll be franchise tag. Depends how much cap space they have. They're a relatively cheap franchise. Their owner is. So we'll see. So this could be it for Chase and Higgins. If they don't make it in, this could be it.
And saying Chase and Higgins could not get in is kind of crazy for, I mean, a Bengals team that always has so many expectations coming into the season. But business is business. And I mean, I have heard T. Higgins say I haven't heard him say it, but there has been rumors of him possibly taking a pay cut just to stay in Cincinnati and be a part of what they would want to be an eventual dynasty, a team that's already made the Super Bowl once. So only time will tell. We have to get to March and free agency for all that good stuff. But for now, the focus is to win this football game and get yourselves in the postseason.
Yeah, it's all that matters. You lose today, season's over. T. Higgins might be out that door. I know a few teams have already been connected to T. Higgins, most notably the Panthers and the Patriots, the Chargers to a degree too. So if he does hit free agency, the Bengals will be in fierce competition with other teams for his services, which at that point I think he would be gone. I do not believe he'd be back if they let him hit free agency.
I think if he does leave Cincinnati, as a Panthers fan, it is kind of unfortunate. I do think the best spot for him and his services is New England. I think they have the most money to pay him. I think, I don't want to say a more promising quarterback, but they have a quarterback that has proven he can more than likely play in this league. In my opinion,
the Patriots have the most money. I think most cap space.
I think, yeah, they have the most money, so they're going to have money to spend. It's not like the Panthers don't have any money, but they're kind of middle of the pack, and that's not where you want to be when you're not the best team in the league. So.
Yeah, I think
you see him going there.
If teams are willing to meet his asking price, it would come down to the Patriots and the Chargers. The Chargers have the best quarterback situation, the best head coach situation. They're on the West Coast, great weather. But you mentioned the Patriots do have the most cap space, so they could probably go a little higher than the Chargers if they wanted to. And I don't see the Chargers actually spending big money on a wide receiver with Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman running the offense.
So Cincinnati, in just under 5 minutes, takes it down the field A touchdown. K. York connects on the extra point as he boots this away. The game will continue here in Pittsburgh. It's going to be, I guess that counts as a touchback, and they'll start a flag. It didn't reach the area.
Did not reach the landing zone, which I believe is between the end zone and the 20, correct?
Correct. So I believe they start where, at the 40 maybe?
At the 40, yeah, it's a 10-yard penalty. I'm still getting used to this new kickoff too, because it's been forever since they've changed it. Yeah, so only 60 yards of field.
He's Wilson's been really solid, but I mean 6-4 record. They've lost 3 straight, as you mentioned. I mean, started the season really nicely with Wilson, or it started with Justin Fields, then went to Wilson at quarterback.
Yeah, they have questions to answer at quarterback this offseason. Russell Wilson had been good, then he fell off the last few weeks. Big reason why they haven't played well. Also the defense, just everything. I don't know. The Steelers are this team that seems like a potential one-win playoff team, but never good enough to really make a deep run in the playoffs ever nowadays. They haven't won a playoff game since 2016, so a lot of questions over there right now.
And a handoff to Najee Harris to start their night. This will go for a couple of yards. Arthur Smith, as we talked about earlier today, a possible head coach candidate. I don't know how, but a possible head coach candidate for the upcoming cycle. He's currently the offensive coordinator for the Steelers.
Yes, the New York Jets have expressed interest in interviewing Arthur Smith for their head coaching position, along with the Commanders' offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. They have already interviewed Ron Rivera and Mike Vrabel because both of them are not employed by an NFL team, so they can interview right now.
As Pickens will catch the RPO before he is pushed out of bounds, and you probably want to calm down if you're messing around with George Pickens as he expresses some words and goes back to his sideline. It'll be a 3rd down for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, here we go already. First drive out of the gate. You're facing a 3rd and long right away. Cincinnati just went down and scored a touchdown. You're at home. You were underdogs coming into this game, too, at home in January. This is a big 3rd down here already. This is a huge momentum play right here, I believe.
And the Bengals are trying to send the house at Russell Wilson, at least from their disguise right here. They look like they could rush 4, and they will. Wilson takes the shotgun snap, rolling to his ref, corrals himself, and before he can even look up, he is sacked. Trey Hendrickson and company gets to Russell Wilson. It is 4th down. The Bengals defense has come to play on opening drive.
Prime Russell Wilson probably escapes that and makes a play. Russell Wilson in 2025 is a bit of a different story.
Yeah, well, we can check right here. There were any options as Warren was out blocking, or that I guess he was a receiving running back as well. I didn't really see anything downfield either. Maybe if he got out of the pocket, he could have Freiermuth as the Steelers will just boot this away. This will be caught and returned from about the 30. A big tackle made at the 34-yard line. And that is where Cincinnati will start their next drive. So the Bengals, a very promising opening drive, 6 for 6 with a passing touchdown from Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. And the Bengals defense, the biggest question of this team is the defense. They come up big on opening drive. Trey Hendrickson with the big sack on 3rd down.
Yeah, good start for the Bengals. Things are looking good for them. Again, they need some other things to happen tomorrow for them. So win does not guarantee anything. But the Steelers' loss would also leave the fate of their trip in the playoffs next week in the hands of the Chargers. So they will have to sit around and watch tomorrow as well. I know the Chargers, speaking as a fan too, the Chargers are paying close attention to this because if the Steelers do win, then the Chargers will go to Baltimore no matter what. So the Chargers may just end up resting their guys tomorrow. If there is anything on the line, then they will be playing the likes of Justin Herbert, Rashawn Slater, Joe Alt, Vlad McConkey, Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. All those guys will suit up if there's something on the line.
Yeah. I mean, the Chargers, I think, well, let me get this straight. If the Bengals do win tonight and the Chargers win tomorrow, they play Houston on the road, correct?
The Chargers go to Houston, yes.
Then I mean, that's really what you want. It sounds easy enough. And
yeah, I would much rather have Houston than Baltimore because we're going to be on the road anyways. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'd much rather go to.
I wouldn't say Houston's not a tough environment, but I mean it's a closed stadium. It's going to be good capacity, but like I don't know. I think the Chargers could win that football game.
Yeah, I wouldn't give them a chance if they had to play Baltimore. Really, Baltimore is really good. The only team that can really take them down is like the Bills or the Chiefs, probably the Chiefs. So yeah, I feel much better if we had to go there, but. Whatever we get is what we get. This was supposed to be a rebuild year. Here we are in the playoffs. I feel good, no matter what. What do you think about teams resting starters going to play? What do you like that? Do you not like that? Because I know there's a lot of people have different feelings on it.
I mean, it depends on the situation. Like for the Chargers, if you're saying the what's it called, the Bengals lose tonight, right? The Steelers win, so that means they're automatic. Like nothing, they can't get out of playing out of Baltimore, right? They have to play Baltimore.
Yeah.
Then I would rest the starters. I do think that's fine to a certain point. I think resting the start, like I think for the Eagles, I understand their positioning, but like Saquon Barkley's so close to a record. As a fan, I'd love to see him go get that record on Sunday. I know they're probably not playing him, but
yeah, no, he's already been ruled out. They've ruled out most of their starters, or at least their key starters. As a fan, I too would like it, but I also, if I were an Eagles fan, I wouldn't want him to play though.
that's true. Yeah, and I understand the point as Cam Grandy, the rookie, with the reception for a gain of 9 for Cincinnati. I do get the point of view of why you would not play him and what could possibly go wrong. Because that's the catch-22 for a coach. Because if you don't play him, the whole media is going to be like, oh, like, why don't you play him? He's so close to record. If you do play him and he gets hurt, then it's also your fault. So,
yeah.
I think you'd rather go with the media doesn't want me to get him.
We saw that situation a few years ago when the Chargers were led by Brandon Staley. They had nothing on the line week 18, the year they went to the playoffs with him. And Mike Williams got hurt in that week 18 game in Denver, suffered a back fracture, and did not get to participate in the playoff game that they would eventually go on to lose in historical fashion, up 27-0. Everybody know what happened from there.
I still cannot believe they lost that. I think it's probably better that you lost that game looking back at it now because you probably still would have had Brandon Staley.
It was the best thing for that.
Yeah.
For that. Yeah.
3rd down and 2. Burrow throws, completes it. Gesicki, and that is plenty for another Cincinnati first down. They are just throwing it down Pittsburgh's throats right now.
Yeah, this is who Pittsburgh's been the last couple of weeks. They don't look like the same team they were earlier this year, and the way they're trending, they may be a very easy first-round opponent for the Ravens if that's where they eventually have to go. And if they have to go to Houston, I actually think that would be a fun game to watch because it's two teams that I don't think anybody really likes in the playoffs. Like, thinks are real contenders, but between those two teams, it could actually turn out to be a good game.
Burrow fakes it to Herbert, rolling to his right, has plenty of time, not running out of time, flips it, and it's complete. T. Higgins turns it upfield for another Bengal first down.
Well, if this is Higgins' last game in Cincinnati, or with Cincinnati, at least he's going to go out with a good game so far.
As Joey Porter in coverage, they kind of just leave T. Higgins in a zone, and Patrick Queen was kind of stuck between two players, decided to stick with the tight end instead of T. Higgins, which, I mean, usually doesn't work out in anyone's favor. As Herbert's in the backfield, you've got Trips right and T. Higgins Trips left, excuse me, T. Higgins on the right. A handoff for Herbert. He's got plenty of space up the middle and a gain of about 8 on the carry.
Yeah, if you're going to get beat in the passing game, you can't get beat in the run game like that. And so far, they have not done a good job stopping either. Seems like the Steelers are playing a lot of soft zone, not trying to get beat over the top, allowing a lot of these short passes to be completed. T. Higgins was wide open on that last play. It doesn't look like they're playing. You can't play too much man-to-man against this team. When you got Higgins and Chase, you got Burrow, who we know is a prolific passer in this league. You're going to get beat too much with man-to-man. But they're being a little too conservative on defense right now.
Check down is caught by Herbert. We'll see where they spot him. He looked just short of the first down marker. They just showed highlights of last Saturday's game between the Bengals and the Broncos, probably one of the best games of the season. T. Higgins just went absolutely off to win Cincinnati that game.
Yeah, I think it was one of the top 3 games of the year, given everything that was on the line. Broncos win or tie, they could have been in. Bengals needed to keep their season alive. It was their final game of the season at home. So much on the line. It's right up there with some of the other best games of the year, which I also think one of the other best games of the year last year, or this year, was that Falcons Commanders game we had on Sunday Night Football last week.
And a carry right up the gut for Khalil Herbert will get the job done. A first down for Cincinnati at the Pittsburgh 30-yard line. The Bengals looking to go up 2 possessions. Right now, 111 yards of offense. The Steelers -6 with that sack.
Yeah, you're not gonna win too many games when you're in the negative yards. You're gonna need some positive yards if you want to win these games.
So T. Higgins isolated on the right side with Joey Porter. They're going to wave a man in motion. 2 options on both sides. Khalil Herbert in the backfield. Burrow looking, checks it down for Herbert. He makes a nice catch, getting past Patrick Queen, the former Raven, for a couple extra yards.
Burrow's so good in the pocket, man. Processes the field so fast, finds the first guy open, usually hits him, and very efficient and effective offense. The defense, not so much.
I feel like that game last week, the Bengals Broncos game, that really made me like being okay overpaying T. Higgins. I know we've discussed about he doesn't seem like a wide receiver one. I just think the Panthers can really use another receiver. I think he would be huge to have as Burrow throws and his pass is caught by Gesicki behind the sticks. A nice tackle made by Elliott. There is a flag down. So we'll mark the penalty here.
I kind of view T. Higgins as a low-end wide receiver 1, high-end wide receiver 2. So sometimes I'll refer to him as a wide receiver 1.5. There are games that he can take over. I question whether he can take over on a consistent basis. But I do think for a lot of teams like the Panthers, like the Chargers, like the Patriots that we mentioned earlier, he does provide what they need, which is he can win a lot of matchups downfield. And I think all those teams really need some deep threats. They don't really have. Chargers have Lad McConkey, but he's not really a deep ball type of guy.
3rd down and 6 for Cincinnati. They have trips left. Gesicki on the right. Herbert in the backfield. The Steelers looking to send the house at Joe Burrow. Plenty of time on the play clock for Burrow to snap it, and he finally takes it. With the blitz coming, Burrow, the ball is out. Herbert falls on it. It looks like it's going to count as a fumble by Joe Burrow. Fortunately, Khalil Herbert right there to cough it up. It'll be 4th down, and Cincinnati will bring out the field goal unit.
If there's one reason why the Bengals have not been very consistent in the Joe Burrow era, that play says it all. Their offensive line has not been good under Joe Burrow. We know that's why he got hurt his rookie year. That's why he suffered through injuries last year. That's part of the reason why they have not been as good this year. But just overall, I think you would expect more consistency out of a team with Joe Burrow at quarterback, and that's one of their main reasons why they haven't been.
Nate York has been all over the place, and we saw that last week as well. Doinked a 30-yard field goal. This one from 48 yards looks perfect, and it is. Cincinnati sprouts out to a 10-zip lead with a minute to go in the first quarter.
Hot start for the Bengals. Patriots. The Steelers are going to need to get some points on the board here soon, or this thing can get out of control really fast. I was hoping for a good low-scoring game. This may not be that type of game after all.
Yeah, only because it's being streamed on Sports Talk with Krish, it's not going to be a good game. My bad, guys.
Do you just curse games whenever they're on here?
I mean, Panthers Eagles was a good game, and I did that here.
Yeah,
that was one of my more exciting games, and I actually, if you go back and watch when Leggett went to catch that ball, I actually was celebrating. My friend and I thought it was a touchdown, and we were going absolutely insane. And then they're saying, incomplete, what do you mean? And then we saw the ball move, and we're just, the rest of those 15 minutes, we're, I guess, sort of calling the game, but, we knew it was over, and we were just like, Leggett has to catch that.
When I was watching the game live, I thought it was a catch, too, and I saw the replay, and I was like, oh, okay.
I think, everyone live, it looked like a catch, but then, of course, replay, that's very obvious. It was complete. Really, really unfortunate.
Assuming that the Steelers will take this ball all to the start of the second quarter. Joe Burrow will finish the first quarter 12 for 12.
Yeah, 12 for 12 with 94 passing yards and a passing touchdown to Jamar Chase. And to put that in perspective, Russell Wilson is 1 for 1 for 0 yards.
Yes, and a net of -9 yards. But that does not count against his stats. That Joe Burrow stat line, though, does bring me to an interesting topic. Chris, do you think that if the Bengals find a way to sneak into the playoffs with the year Joe Burrow's had and the game he's having so far, do you think he can find himself in the MVP conversation, or is it pretty much between Lamar, Josh Allen, and Saquon, where I think Lamar's going to win it? Do we think those are the top three, or can Joe Burrow find a way in that mix?
I think Joe Burrow can jump Saquon to 3. I don't know if he can win the award. I mean, do I think he's playing like the best quarterback in the league right now? Technically, yes. I mean, the only reason the Bengals, like you said, the only reason the Bengals have a chance to make the playoffs is because of Joe Burrow. I think he is playing like the best quarterback right now. But with that being said, I don't think so. I think he can get up to 3rd. I think he can surpass Saquon in votes.
Yeah.
Maybe make a run for 2nd place. But I don't think he can win MVP.
That's kind of my feeling too. I feel like if he was going to win the MVP, he'd have to win the division. But I think Joe Burrow, when we look at what MVP is, I think he's the definition of what an MVP is. The defense is bad. Your coach has made a lot of mistakes this year. You don't have any type of run game. Joe Mixon left in the offseason. The offensive line is average at best. And yet here the Bengals are in Week 18 with a chance because Joe Burrow has put this team on his back so many times this year. They were 4-8, and here they are at 8-8 with a chance to finish over 500.
Yeah, shout out my boy Bland. Good to see you once again. Keep pounding, my guy. Appreciate you stopping by as usual. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff for Panthers offseason this year. Maybe not too many mock drafts, but just like kind of just talks in general during free agency and stuff like that. More than likely, some sort of a draft stream. I didn't do it last year because we obviously technically didn't have a first-round pick until we traded up at the last minute as Najee Harris somehow stays on his feet to get a first down. And I'm not sure if they're going to need to review that or not. It looked like he was going to be tackled for a 2-yard gain and somehow stayed of balance right here. He's kind of stumbled, and I don't see his knee touch the ground. He stays balanced and fights for a first down. A great play.
Yeah, I did not think he was going to get that either. That's how the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game. They're going to have to keep the ball on the ground. They're going to have to tire out the Bengals defense, keep them on the field for long periods of time, because if they continue to go the 3-and-out that they had on that first drive, they're going to make it too easy on this Bengals defense, and they're going to win this game running away 30-40-0.
This time, Harris is not going to get anywhere. Hayward makes the tackle. They tried to go with a little bit of tempo initially before just all these several motions or pre-snap motions kind of just took away the point of that. As they're going tempo again, they don't necessarily have to snap the football.
Nor should they. I take it. Give yourself a second and long. Give yourself time to come up with the play coming out of the break.
And while they will snap it, and this is not going to work out at all, Wilson throws it into the dirt for Najee Harris. That is a Panthers-esque play call by Arthur Smith. Now 3rd and 11, and there's 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. So now you have to, oh my goodness. Now you have to have one more play in the first, and you may have to pump the football to start the second quarter. What are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there. I have questions.
This is why I don't think Arthur Smith should be a head coach, but I guess
I'm telling you, he's thought of more highly in the league than us fans think about him. That's why I said
crazy. That's crazy.
Interviewed.
I mean, it's I guess a fact on the internet, so I can't really say anything else about it. But 3rd down and 11, Wilson going one-on-one at the sideline, leaping effort, and it is hauled in. Or are they going to call it hauled in? It's a close call. They're saying it's a catch. A beautiful ball from Russell Wilson to the sideline for none other than Mike Williams. And he drags the feet right there. I think that's a catch.
That's a good catch. I got used to a lot of those Mike Williams catches when he was here in LA. He may not be quite the same player anymore, but he's still got something left in the tank. Really nice catch by him.
I really wanted the Panthers to pursue him. Actually, we did pursue him in the offseason. We had I think we had several meetings with him, and he decided to go to New York instead, and then get traded over here to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that didn't really work out in New York. He never really does for anybody that goes to New York, but
Well, you got to talk about a specific New York. I guess the Giants right now it hasn't worked.
No, both.
Yeah, true. Just New York
You
in
can put
general.
Tom Brady on either New York team. He's not fixing them alone unless their owners figure their stuff out and they get a head coach.
Yeah, is that why Tom Brady lost to the Giants twice in the Super Bowl?
Tom Coughlin.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't think Tom Brady just walks in either of those teams and automatically fits. I just don't believe it.
I just think New York sports in general is just a bunch of losers. I mean, you have the Giants and the Jets. You have the Knicks, who haven't won in a long time. The Yankees haven't won since my birth.
The Nets, and
the Nets. I forgot they even existed. Brooklyn
and the Mets. I mean, sure they got Juan Soto, but they still haven't done anything in a while.
I still don't think they're going to do anything with Juan Soto. So
I don't know. Just abolish New York sports.
I mean, I know, and I'm a baseball casual, and I still, in my heart, and this may sound like a very casual take, I think the Yankees are going to be better than the Mets next season. And I have nothing to back me up with that. That's just a statement I have because I
agree with you in the sense that the Yankees are probably in an easier division. They don't have to compete with the Braves or the Phillies. They're in an easier league. The National League is by far the tougher league, especially if you just mention one team in the National League, the Dodgers. The Dodgers are
tough.
There is a gap between the Dodgers and whoever we think is the second best team in baseball right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But as things stand right now in MLB's offseason, I don't like the Mets roster besides Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor.
Is Pete Alonso even on the team?
Not yet. He's still a free agent. The expectation is he goes back there, but there is right now a considerable gap between the Mets and Pete Alonso's asking price, and it's said to be on the number of years. It does not seem like the Mets are inclined to go beyond like maybe the 3 to 5 year mark, and Alonso probably wants 7-8 years.
Yeah, I don't know why. I heard rumors about the Yankees possibly pursuing him. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get him. But anyway,
they got Schmidt. It doesn't make sense now.
Yeah. Second quarter will begin with a carry to Jalen Warren up the gut for solid yardage. Steelers trying to work in Cincinnati territory and finally get points on the board as we transition into the second quarter.
They're finally moving the ball down the field in Cincinnati's territory. Might want to finish this off with a touchdown, but got any points on the board and you're feeling a little better about yourself.
And a toss this time to the right side for Warren. He tries to leap for what will only go as a yard. It's starting to get a little chippy with the blocking. You would expect this out of a divisional game, and it's third down. Specifically, Steelers-Bengals. They have a history.
I'm not exactly sure what he was leaping for there. He's kind of just left in the air, I feel like.
Yeah, that's usually when I just click the leap button in the game, and it kind of just gets you hard.
I actually never click that button. I'm just really bad at timing everything, so I don't even.
Oh, I usually click it from like the 3 or 4 yard line. My player like flips up in the air, and either he fumbles.
I'm really bad at jukes when running. My timing with that is bad.
Third down and 5. Wilson throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Freiermuth. Taylor Britt does the straps and everything until he realizes there's laundry on the field, and Freiermuth even points to it.
Yeah, it's a pretty obvious call, no? Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's worth the shot. It's just funny that he did the seatbelt and everything. Freiermuth went to confront
him. Do those guys actually think they didn't do anything? Or, like, I don't even know. Do they think they got away with it?
I mean, it's tough to be, in my opinion, I think cornerback is by far one of the more tougher spots. Because you have your running full speed, trying to contain like freak of nature athletes. And if you hold on to them in a certain way for too long, you're going to get called for a penalty. It's really tough.
I agree, but do those guys think they can just get away with stuff like that? Like, that's super obvious. The casual fan could call that a pass interference, no?
As Najee Harris has enough for a first down. Well, I don't think they'd be called on the Chiefs, but that's debate for another day.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that right now. But
Yeah, well, I can promise you when we do call Chiefs playoffs games here, and I'm going to see at least one or two of those a game. That happens to the Panthers a lot too. It really annoys me.
Does it?
And another carry for Najee Harris, and does another leap himself for a couple of yards.
The Chargers used to commit a lot of those penalties when they had bad coaches around. They don't really do that as much anymore. Still happens. It's part of the league, but not to the degree that it used to. Used to be the worst timing too under Brandon Staley and Anthony Lynn. Like the game was on the line, 3rd and long, and they commit a pass interference, automatic first down.
And Najee Harris has really been consistent. What was that, 4 1,000-yard rushing seasons? I know people count him out as not that good of a back, but the consistency matters as well. There goes Harris again, tumbling to be just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, I think the graphic said he's like the only player in the league with 4 consecutive 1,000 rushing yard seasons. But yeah, I don't think Najee Harris is necessarily an effective down-to-down back, but he's a very physical, bruising back that will tire out an opposing defensive line, and he's very hard to bring down. So yeah, he's not necessarily somebody that's going to make a lot of plays on the ground for you, but he's going to carry a couple guys on his back and maybe get that first down to keep the ball moving.
They ran a QB sneak on 3rd and 1, and they convert. So 1st and goal for the Steelers, looking to finally get points on the board as the camera floats on Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin. 10-play, 65-yard drive. We're coming up to about 5 minutes in total, taking off the clock. So in the final moments of that first quarter and now moving into the second quarter is how long this Pittsburgh drive has gone on for. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. They're waving Jefferson in motion back to the right side. Najee Harris in the backfield and George Pickens on an island on the left. The play clock down to 2, down to 1. They get it off. It is going to be a handoff to Najee Harris trying to get the edge and will get a yard before he is shoved out of bounds.
This has been a very fun drive to watch. I have really enjoyed it so far. Steelers finally using the ground game a bit more than they did that first drive when they went 3 and out. That's going to be their key to success on offense this game because it's not a game you could just. Russell Wilson is not Joe Burrow. Let me just put it that way.
2nd down and goal carry for Najee Harris, and this will set them up a little closer for a 3rd down and goal opportunity where they will more than likely pass the football.
Unless you plan to go for it on 4th down, I don't really understand back-to-back run plays, especially after the first run play that only got you maybe a yard at best. You should be going for it on 4th down if that's what
play selection on this drive has been very run heavy. They have 10 runs, 2 passes. One of them was a huge one. They didn't convert that 3rd down to Mike Williams. Not only would they be driving down here, Cincinnati could have extended the scoreboard even more. Right now, 3rd down and goal for Pittsburgh. Wilson floats it one-on-one to the end zone. It is incomplete, barring any penalties, and we'll get one. And it's Cam Taylor-Britt for the 2nd time on this drive going to be called for pass interference.
Yeah, that one looked pretty obvious too. I don't think this is questionable. All right, it works out in the Steelers' favor. I still understand running it on 2nd and goal after you only gained a yard, but it'll work out, and they should finish this off with a touchdown.
And they were looking for Darnell Washington, the 2nd-year man out of Georgia. I'm not going to lie. I kind of needed ESPN's graphic because if you throw a flag into this end zone, it just goes invincible.
Yeah, you can't really see it unless it lands on the A, the red A for AFC.
Yeah. But that one did not land on the A. I needed to see the flag come up. I just thought that was pretty obvious enough to be called pass interference. So, yeah. And it was 1st and goal. A handoff, Najee Harris up the middle, and he's got it. Pittsburgh on the board. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris from 1 yard out, and the Steelers knock on the door, make this game a little closer here in the 2nd, and go those dirty towels.
That was a huge drive for the Steelers to keep themselves in this game. That was a very good drive. 13 plays, 73 yards, 6.5 minutes. That's the type of football the Steelers are accustomed to playing.
And you say accustomed to playing because it was a run-heavy drive from Pittsburgh. They worked it down the field on the ground with Najee Harris. That's the extra point from Boswell. Good snap, good hold, and he drills it. 10-7 ball game. The Steelers get themselves on the board. A couple pass interference penalties to bail them out, and Najee Harris from 1 yard out, the rushing touchdown. A 10-7 ball game in Pittsburgh.
Well, hopefully we have a game on our hands after all. That would.
Yeah, it did not look like it at the beginning, especially if Mike Williams doesn't make that catch down the sideline and they get these couple of penalties.
Yeah, that was
didn't even get in the end zone.
That was still questionable the way they finished off that first quarter, but it worked out in their favor. Yeah. Okay. I just have an update on the NFL draft. With the Browns win, the Giants have now been eliminated from the number 1 overall pick contention. So the team that controlled their destiny for the number 1 overall pick last week beat the Colts, and now they no longer have a chance for the number 1 pick. So,
Drew Lock. He did it again. Simmel just let me know that me and Jake might join after the half. I'm going to tell them nah.
Get them out of here.
They wanted to do their own mock stream. They can do their own thing.
Yeah, you guys stick on your damn stream. This is our stream.
Real.
Can't invade this stream. Gonna make a political joke, but I probably shouldn't. About invasions, but you guys can figure it out.
Yeah, they got this one.
High-scoring game for the weather conditions so far. This could be a shootout in the cold, a 30-27 game, something like that. That would.
Yeah, it is kind of a shootout. I didn't think this game would be a shootout.
Yeah. Looks like somebody got hurt for the Bengals.
Oh, was it Cody Ford, their right tackle? They're looking at it right now on one of these. Oh, I hate those.
What happened?
There was a big pile, and he got caught up underneath and fell down.
Ugh.
So now they're looking at Amarius Mims, who I actually spoke highly about during the NFL draft last year, the tackle out of Georgia.
Well, that's where I recognize his name from.
Yeah.
Didn't occur to me right away.
They will boot this ball away, and it will be caught at about the 4-yard line. This is going to be returned up to the 25, down the sideline to the 30, 35, to the 40, and take it out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A very solid return from the Bengals.
And is that Ford back in already? I think it is.
Yeah, it came in. He came right back in. Good for him. I believe that was Isaiah Williams, the rookie out of Illinois, on the return. Up to the 44-yard line. So good field positioning for Cincinnati on 1st down and 10. Herbert in the backfield. And they're going to wave T. Higgins in motion to the left side of the field. Steelers adjust. It's a carry for Herbert. And there is a penalty down. He will get a solid game. This is barring the penalty. More than likely on Cincinnati.
I think the Steelers jumped there. I think I saw...
Oh, you think you saw a jump? That's probably why they let the play happen, too.
Yeah. I don't know who it was, but I think I saw somebody jump. Yup, there's going to be an offside penalty on the Steelers.
Yeah, so just take the first down. Alex Highsmith called for the penalty.
Yeah, I thought I saw something. There you go.
Simmel said Jake just wants to join for the second half, so I said maybe.
That maybe is turning into a no. It's the fakest maybe ever.
And that's the maybe you're going to get out of me. 1st down and 5. And it will be play action. Burrow looking downfield, delivers over the middle, and it goes right through the hands of his receiver. And Burrow
a little behind the receiver, but you should have that. That's his first incompletion of the game. It took until the 9:15 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, it took him a drop. Okay. Yeah, it was a little behind him.
Yeah, and it does not count on Joe Burrow. The incompletion is not on him.
Yeah, it was just a complete drop. It was a little behind him, but still, you got to catch that.
Yeah.
So Burrow's first incompletion of the night comes on a drop. 2nd down and 5. Herbert is going to move up a little closer into a blocking position. We see teams do this a lot nowadays with the play clock winding down. Burrow steps up, delivers. It is caught by Gesicki, and he is going to fight for a Cincinnati first down.
Tight ends are so important in games like this. I feel like down the stretch, they're bigger catch radius, bigger bodies, more physical. Get those extra yards that are very valuable to a team's field goal positioning. I think tight ends go a little underrated in this league. Don't you think? We talk so much about wide receivers and quarterbacks and head coaches that we never really talk about tight ends.
I could see that. I mean, yeah, everyone wants to talk about like flashy receivers as another carry for Herbert, and everyone kind of leaves out the tight end.
Tight ends are never really flashy because they're not the best athletes, but they're the biggest pass catchers on the field, the most physical guys, probably some of the harder guys to cover, and even in tight coverage, because, like I said, their catch radius is much bigger than a wide receiver.
It's really nice to have a good tight end. I remember that with the Panthers and Greg Olsen. He was awesome at tight end.
Yeah.
2nd down and 8. Steelers looking to bring pressure. Another carry for Herbert, and this will go for a couple, maybe a yard or two. 3rd down and 6.
I remember watching a little bit of Olsen's career at the end. One of the best tight ends of all time, and now he's doing just as well in the broadcast booth. Honestly, he transitioned over just fine.
Yeah, I think he deserves to be over Brady, respectfully. I know obviously they won't because Brady's the bigger name, but I think the better broadcaster is Greg Olsen. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Panthers fan, but
for sure, I kind of messed up what they did to him.
And I believe Brady has to call the Super Bowl this year. Not a lot of people are ready.
No.
Yeah, I think Fox is hosting the Super Bowl.
Has it this year?
I think so. 3rd and 6, a check down to Herbert, and he's kind of come up a yard short. It's 4th down and 1. Yeah, I believe I can double check, but I believe Fox has the Super Bowl.
CBS had it last year. I know NBC had it the year of Rams Bengals.
So it's Fox.
But what was in between? We had.
Oh wait, you're right. Hold on, let me check.
This might be the NBC year because
Fox might be the NBC one. No, it is Fox.
Fox had Chiefs Eagles.
Yeah, it is Fox. Oh, we're cooked. 4th down and 1. They're going to wave chase in motion. So 2 options on both sides. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. Burrow throws it. It's tipped and incomplete. It was in the direction of Mike Gesicki. Burrow not happy at all. Cam Hayward makes a play, and the Steelers take over.
Well, just like that, the Steelers have all the momentum back on their side after going down 10-0 early. Scored a touchdown. Get the Bengals off the field.
Man, I'm really going to miss calling Panthers games. I don't know why I'm just thinking of that randomly, but tomorrow being the last game, I need the Panthers to make the playoffs one year. Just a wild card game. I mean, I'm telling you, the hype videos, the stuff posting, the graphics are going to be so cool if we make the playoffs. And I'm just thinking, will I ever get to do that?
It is definitely more fun when your team makes the playoffs. Everything is. Anthony Edwards has 43 points in 30 minutes. 9 triples. But it probably won't be enough. You know what? I thought it was a great idea. Simon and Jake can do the halftime show.
Jake said second half.
Well, they can do the halftime show. We'll compromise.
Yeah.
That's a forced compromise that they will not agree to.
Yeah, I know. They're going to say no. And we'll be like, whoa. Jake can't do my halftime show. Let's see.
You just said that?
All right, then me and Simon will just do it. Okay.
They're going to do the mock stream.
And then they don't know, but I'm gonna kick them afterward.
What? You're going to add them for the second half?
No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing, Jake. I'm playing. Y'all can stay backstage. Yeah, you can get the second half. I'm just playing. No worry. Don't press me. I'm not gonna kick you. I'm not that mean. You can chill in the Declan dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't have the Knicks spot, the Snickers spot, because we're not doing 3 people.
What do you mean when you're doing 3 people? Don't you put me at the bottom? No?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need 3 people, but I don't want to add 3 people. We just do us 2 for the game.
You want to stick with just us?
Yeah, we just do us 2. Or I could low key just do this. I could just make this would look really funny, but I could just do this.
No, that's really bad.
That's funny. Alright, I'll put it back to normal.
That's awful.
Yeah, I'll put it back to normal. Don't worry. Okay. Pittsburgh with the ball now on a 1st down and 10.
Decent field position for them.
Wave a man in motion and a carry for Warren this time, and he's going to have maybe 3 yards.
Stick with the ground game. You'll probably come out of this with victory. Sorry, I took a nap earlier, so I'm a little tired still from that.
Very good. Everyone could use a nap after calling with SBC for a while.
Tell me about it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how you handle this, man.
It's easier now than it was a few years ago.
It's certainly something.
I don't know how I did it a few years ago.
With a little bit of tempo from Pittsburgh, 3rd down and 3. Wilson throws, and it is incomplete. 4th down and 3. And they will have to more than likely punt. They went in the direction of Van Jefferson.
Oh, former Ram.
I forget that he's a former Ram.
Won the Super Bowl with us. I'll never forget. We won the Super Bowl. His wife went into labor near the end of the game. He and his kids had to rush out of the stadium right after we won it all to get to the hospital.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
They did not plan that out.
No, it was.
That's what I was also. That's actually something I was randomly thinking about with football players. Like when, like they have family and kids and stuff. Like, do they like plan? They try to probably plan this out, right? Like not so it hasn't happened during the season or something.
I was thinking about this for baseball. Like,
yeah, baseball is tough though.
Like right now, if you're a Dodgers player, you should probably wait till March if you want to have a kid, because then in 9 months that'll be December again. But right now, in 9 months will be October in the middle of the playoffs. So
Didn't Shohei just?
Yeah, Shohei's gonna have to miss a few games this year because his wife's gonna have a baby in the middle of the season. I hope it's not during the playoffs.
That'd be hilarious.
Honestly, even if you missed the playoff game or 2, I think we would be fine.
Yeah, because you're the Dodgers. That doesn't like.
But I hope he planned it so he knows not to. So he doesn't miss time during the playoff game. I'm fine with him missing a couple regular season games. It's good rest, anyways. But a couple years ago, the Dodgers had 2 seasons ago? The Dodgers had the All-Star game out here. So I guess that summer, a lot of guys stayed home with their wives, and then the following April or May, we had 5 or 6 guys on leave because they were all having kids at the same time. And it was it's because they had the All-Star game the year before, so they didn't have to travel.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit too deep of a conversation for some of your audience, but that's okay. Yeah, I do think athletes have to plan this stuff out, though. As to when they want to have a baby, too, because you do have to plan out the 9 months, and your life does change after you have a kid, regardless of if you're an athlete or not. But it's much more difficult as an athlete because you're traveling all the time.
especially if you're in like your prime.
Yeah, and usually I feel like when you're an athlete, NFL, NBA, MLB, whatever, your wife is a stay-at-home parent, so you're dependent to make the money for the family. So you got to show up to work and balance life, work, family, and work schedules a lot.
That's also why I think it's not a bad idea that some of them kind of just wait till retirement, like 35 or something.
Yeah, especially in the NFL, you can get away with it because they retire much younger than baseball or basketball.
We'll get back to the game now. Cincinnati forces a punt and first down and 10. Burrow looking in the pocket, has time, rolling to his right, looking to make something happen. Just flicks it and it's caught. Joe Burrow making another play. There is a flag down. It's caught by Sample.
I fear this one will be coming back because it took some time for him to run out of the pocket.
Yeah, it did.
It's not. Joe Burrow is not really a guy that runs out of the pocket too much. He likes to pass from in the pocket. He's not really. I wouldn't say he's not mobile, but he's not the most mobile quarterback in the world.
I mean, yeah, he can still make plays on the run.
Yeah. His preference is to stay in the pocket, though.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of a Tom Brady, who'd rather make a play in the pocket, but you can make a play out of the pocket if needed.
I didn't really get to see Brady make a play out of the pocket that much because I kind of watched the back
Yeah,
end.
towards the end, I guess he really didn't at all. But
First and 15, Burrow check down is juggled and then caught by Herbert. It was initially going to be a drop. Had to make a second effort to make the catch, and he gets up a little woozy as he goes back to the sideline. Gain of 4.
I think somebody's going to have to get evaluated.
Why'd he push him at the end? Come on, man. He was already down. And of course, it was Ford, the guy who initially went out with injury. Second down and 11. Man, Burrow's 5 for 17, 108 yards, and he's only up by 3. I feel bad. Borderline carrying as this is caught by Jamar Chase for a solid gain before Dante Action Jackson. Well, the former Panther makes a play. Keep forgetting he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. I forgot we traded him. I mean, technically looking back at it, I guess you can say we lost the trade, but like we won the Raven trade.
Yeah, it didn't really work out for the Ravens as they had hoped. Now he's on the Texans.
Deontay Johnson.
Chargers also put a claim in for him, but the Texans had the funny enough, the claim for Deontay Johnson, Chargers and Texans were the two teams that put a claim in on him. And I think it came down to like a strength of victory or strength of schedule tiebreaker as to who won his rights.
Steelers get a sack, so now Cincinnati will have to punt it back. It's funny to me because not when Bryce, those first 2 weeks were just everything was horrible. But like when Dalton came in at quarterback, he was playing like a wide receiver 1. Like he was playing really. I can go through his stats right now. He was playing really, really good with Dalton at quarterback and him kind of being the star of the show. I'll
never forget when the Panthers beat the Raiders. That was fun.
I'll never forget that game from Dalton. I remember calling that. That was crazy. Like, hear me out. Like against the Raiders,
we had a fumble on the field.
Oh, a fumble on the punt, and the Bengals are saying they have it, and they do.
Yeah.
So a muff punt is going to put Cincinnati back in Pittsburgh territory and really prime field positioning. And that could flip this entire game.
I think it was just a straight up fumble. I don't think it was muffed or anything.
Well, no, it wasn't muffed. He was just returning it, and then Hayward knocks it out of his hands.
Come on, man. You lose it off of that soft of a hit?
That was Alvin Austin on the return, the third-year man out of Memphis, and he just completely lost the football. And a Bengals defender was right there to jump on it.
That shouldn't be a big enough hit to lose the ball. Well, now the Bengals will have this ball going into the 2-minute warning as well. We get the chance to finish with the ball here.
How is it almost a 2-minute warning? What?
Yeah, this game is flying by, isn't it?
It doesn't even feel like it's been an hour long. How is it? What? How is it 2:40? I feel like I just blinked. I feel like we just started.
Yeah, I mean it is already. Yeah, we're at exact an hour and 1 minute.
That's great. We started right at kickoff, so this is
Really a little after kickoff, even. But yeah, like a few seconds after.
yeah, like we started while the ball was going up in the air. So like this is wow. This is a really fast game. And with the scoring, you wouldn't think it'd be though. Well, I guess scoring does technically help the cause.
Scoring isn't bad. We're on pace for 34 points.
Yeah, the scoring's been good, so it's kind of crazy how fast it's flown by. It's a juggled snap. Burrow gonna roll to his left. He's got a man right behind him and still delivers a strike. That'll go for a solid gain. Another amazing effort from Joe Burrow, as Joey Porter had some issues with it. Maybe just defend better.
Bengals should take this down to 2-minute warning, and they'll have a second and medium coming out of the half with all three of their timeouts still in their pocket.
It's a second down and 6. Trips right with a man on the left, and Herbert blocking. The Steelers were going to send the whole house, but they decided, you know what, let's just take it to the 2-minute warning. Wise decision by Cincinnati. 10-7 lead. The Bengals need this win to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Steelers trying to work their way to something. 10-7 Bengal lead, though. And it's one of those games that's kind of just like, it has flown by, but it feels like it has a really good ending.
Yeah, hopefully this comes down to a wire, not what I was thinking earlier when the Bengals were up 10-0 and it looked like they could run away with this. Steelers momentum changed on that 3rd 11 right at the end of the first quarter when they converted to Williams down the sideline. I think it would have, if they had not converted there, it would have gotten out of hand. We're looking at a 17-0 or a 20-0 game right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Man, the season's really almost over, huh?
No way. I'm so upset.
It feels like it just started.
Tomorrow's the last Panthers game.
Ever.
All right, come on. See, I'm excited to call games, but also go to games next year. Now that I know, like, I can start like going to games and stuff.
Why? You know somebody that, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know someone that could. No, my parents still take me to games sometimes, but like.
Well, you always go to one early in the year, right?
Yeah, well, not always early in the year. I just go to one, period. My goal is to always go to one.
Yeah.
Like, now that I have, like, my friend has kind of got me to go to a couple, like, because I just casually went back to back. Actually, I almost even went to the game against the Cardinals. My friend had a available ticket for me, but I was like, you know what? Why don't I call one? I gotta call one, and I mean, we won. So that's why everyone was like, "Oh, stop going to Panthers games."
Panthers got the Rams on their schedule next year, and it's in Carolina.
It is?
Yep.
I might go then. Okay. I want to watch Stafford. I also keep track of the quarterbacks we play because I know, like, as a Panthers fan, that's one thing, but like an NFL fan too, like, okay,
you
now
don't want to go to a game and face another like a Will Levis.
Well, yeah, that's unless I'm like going to the game for like purpose, like it's a big deal or something. Like I've gotten to see, very fortunate to see, I got to see Gardner Minshew play in college and in the league. It's really funny because I got to see him play at ECU when he was a nobody. Then he went to Washington State, turned out to be really solid, and then got drafted. I saw to see him play on the Jaguars too, which is the coolest part. We'll end this final 2 minutes. I can tell you more about it. It's a 2nd down and 6. Burrow takes the shotgun snap, delivers it, is caught by Gesicki right at the line of scrimmage. Patrick Queen makes the tackle, a very big free agent target who I wanted Carolina to go after, and he actually decided to turn us down, even though we paid him more money just so he could go to Pittsburgh. And do I blame him? No.
Well, I already got all the opponents for the Panthers at home next year.
Oh, do you? Can you tell me then?
You want to wait until after that? game gets to half or now?
Sure, I can just call you because these other guys are going to take over halftime.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're going to raid the halftime show. But
Yeah.
so, yeah, with that. And then, yeah, so I'll just tell you now that we're on a break. So I got to see Minshew play. I did get to see Cam Newton when he came back to Carolina against Tom Brady. We got absolutely smoked, but it was so cool because it was like two of like, I guess you could say my favorite quarterbacks, like the GOAT against my GOAT, Cam Newton. Like that was really cool to see. I know I never got to see like Super Cam, like when he was in his prime in person, but that was still really cool to see him come out the tunnel and stuff. They're down in 6. Burrow in trouble, and he loses the ball again. And for the second time tonight, it's a Bengals defender that has to climb on the football. A flag is down. It's none other than TJ Watt making the play. We're going to look at the penalty. And
oh, no.
Yeah, Calvin Austin looking very carefully, making sure he's not fried after fumbling the ball away. TJ Watt just, 2025, he's still making these plays. Just flew by that tackle, and it's going to be a holding on the defense.
Is it me or does it feel like TJ Watt is like quietly taking a step back and no one's really noticed? I just haven't heard much of him this year, no?
Well, I don't think he's taking a step back. I just think people have started to accept him that he's like just so good. He's just like, can you... Like, he's just always been that guy, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Yeah, I just haven't heard much of him. I feel like, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't watch I don't go out of my way to watch the Steelers. So
yeah. A carry for Herbert, and he will push his way to the 21-yard line. But then I got to watch. This is really funny. I got to watch Russell Wilson on the Broncos against the Panthers.
Oh, you went to?
I went to Broncos Panthers a couple years. The Panthers won that game.
What, his first year in Denver with Hackett?
Was it with Hackett? It was the year that Sam Darnold was our quarterback. We almost made the playoffs. Was that with Hackett? I think it was.
I mean, was Hackett still their head coach, or they already fired him? Because he got fired.
I think he was still the head coach. No, I think he was still the head coach. Yeah, because Hackett got fired in like December, right?
He got fired right after the Christmas game against the Rams, where the Rams won 52-14.
Oh, they're getting into it. They're getting into it. Whoa, Chase doesn't want any of this smoke, and they're going to have to push some of these guys away.
Yeah, whatever it was a really bad game for the Broncos against the Rams, and they pulled the plug the day after.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Wait, was Baker y'all's quarterback? Yes.
Yeah, that was that year, yeah.
Baker was I remember because Baker, we cut him, and then he went to LA. He had that game against the Raiders that he went viral for, and then
that was one of the most fun games I've ever watched, too.
That was cool.
Rams. Because it was
your season was basically over, but like that was cool.
Our season was over, but also I got to continue rooting for us to win because we didn't have our first round pick that year because it went to the Lions. So I just got to root for us to win even when we were bad.
That's how it was last year. Like, it didn't matter if we won or lost. I know we went 2-15, so in the end, it didn't matter at all. But, like, if there was a year for us to not act like, oh, let's not win tomorrow, like, it was last year because we didn't have the first. Like, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I think we would have had, like, the 6th overall pick if we kept our pick. But it was fun to be able to just root for the team still.
Yeah.
Not a fun season, though.
I mean, wouldn't have been... Well, that's the other thing. If the Panthers – see, I always look at everything like it happened for a reason. If the Panthers had their first-round pick, they would have taken Marvin Harrison, which that would have been – now that we look at it, maybe a little bit of a questionable move.
I told some friends – I was a neighbor's guy going into the draft in terms of wide receivers.
Burrow throws, and his pass is – was it intercepted?
I think
it was intended for Jamar Chase. It is intercepted. Joe Burrow gives it away. It was a little bit behind Chase, and the Steelers come up with a takeaway.
That was very
It was Beanie Bishop Jr., the rookie from West Virginia, making the play. And the dirty towels wave here in Pittsburgh. It's an interception, a turnover from Burrow.
This is really impressive. Stay with the ball here. Watch this.
Oh, so what out Patrick Queen and Jamar Chase into the hands of Bishop. Wow, what an unfortunate sequence.
Yeah. Steelers have got the ball with, a minute and 8 left with 2 timeouts, I believe. They have a chance to get in a field goal range, possibly score a touchdown. And don't forget, the Steelers start the second half with the ball. So a score here and getting the ball in the second half to double up would be huge for them.
Okay, so back to what I was talking about. So, it's been Gardner Minshew, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, and then I think I went to one game with Bryce's rookie year. I went to the Texans game. He won that game. And I ironically had tickets to the Falcons game as well. We also won. The only 2 games we won last year, I would have technically been at both. I was actually going to go with Sam. He got sick. So then, and his dad had the tickets. So we're like, oh, I just can't go then. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so both of those games. And then this year,
Justin Herbert is
that was CJ Stroud, and then this year Justin Herbert. That was fun. I actually was really excited to see Justin Herbert play. That was cool.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Herbert's a fun quarterback to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna say it out loud. I like watching Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, Mahomes, and Mahomes, Baker. I didn't get to watch Baker the first time. Yeah, it was technically my first time watching Baker, even though he's been on our team. And then what's his name? Cooper Rush, not Dak Prescott. Cooper Rush.
That's right. I forgot you were at that game against the Cowboys.
I've honestly been really excited to see I was excited to watch Baker play, and our defense got 2 picks on him somehow, but it was cool to see Baker play.
Yeah. So, okay. So Mahomes is the best quarterback you've seen, though. Or no, Tom Brady. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, Brady. Yeah.
Well, it depends.
It depends how you look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got to see Brady. I think No, that wasn't the year they won the Super Bowl, because that was a game after. I remember Antonio Brown played that game a week after the Panthers game.
That was probably his last year, right? Because he retired.
No, Antonio Brown, the week after the Panthers game was the game that he went viral and left the stadium. The week after the Panthers game. I remember that clearly.
But the year you saw Brady, was that his last year?
Like full year?
Yeah, was that it?
I think so, where they won it all.
No, they won it all. I thought did Brady come back after? Because he won it all his first year in Tampa, right?
Yeah, I guess that was his first year in Tampa. Dang.
But then I think he came back for another. I think he decided to retire after that title, then came back.
Yeah, and then that's the year they went to the playoffs and
got
lost
beat up
the
by
Rams.
the Cowboys.
No, it was the Rams. Wait, hold on. Are we getting this wrong? Didn't he have 3 seasons in Tampa?
Was it 3?
Yeah, because he won the Super Bowl, he lost to the Rams, and then lost to the Cowboys, right?
That's right. He retired after that Rams game.
Yeah, and then he came back for 1 more year.
And then got beat up by the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So did you see him in his last year or second to last year?
Second to last year. Because
Okay, so
the
the year
week
we-
after that is when Antonio Brown decided to quit on the team. And then they lost. They ended up losing in the divisional round of the to the Rams.
Yeah,
That was an amazing game.
Mm-hmm. It was a great game.
I really thought that Tampa Bay was going to win at one point. And when they started,
we were up 27-3. We almost pulled the Falcons.
Yeah, I know. I remember because I was kind of just sitting there, and I don't want to sound like LeBron or anything, but only Brady makes these type of comebacks. And he obviously did 28-3 in the Super Bowl. Only Brady, and I just had the feeling of I feel like they're a couple plays away from getting back, and then they just casually, because not only, I don't know what it is, but Brady, he scores, right? They get back in the game. Then the Rams just start giving it away, the couple of turnovers. And
Cam Akers had those.
Yeah, Cam Akers fumble. Yeah, and it completely flips the game.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, not trying to glaze, but his presence is clearly different for a team.
Yeah.
They kind of just flip the switch sometimes. But that pass from Stafford to Kupp to get in field goal range, that was beautiful. That was awesome.
I think it's going to go down as one of the best passes I'll ever see, just with the moment and everything.
Yeah, just with the moment and everything. That was beautiful. That was an amazing throw from Stafford.
I think it was off his back foot because they sent the house. It was I don't know why they call cover 0 and left Kupp on one-on-one against a safety.
Well, that's a high risk, high reward, because they tried to bring the pressure on Stafford that they just left Kupp.
I know, but the stats all year had said Stafford against cover 0 or the blitz was the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but he was like elite against
I
the
think
Blitz.
also for how that game had panned out, because Tampa Bay had all the momentum. They just and they thought like LA was kind of broken at that point, that they probably couldn't push it downfield, and they ended up
I
pushing
guess, but also Stafford is known for like clutching up late in games.
Yeah, he's
like,
a clutch quarterback. I agree.
and I don't know. I still think it was one of the dumbest defensive play calls I've ever seen.
I still find this really funny. Bryce Young starting to get compared to Drew Brees for his clutch factor. I know he hasn't won a lot of games, but like for putting Carolina in situations to win games, because he's kind of that height, and all of the games that he's technically won had to be game-winning drives from him.
Yeah.
And then even the games that they did technically lose, like the Kansas City game, he got us down the field, got us the touchdown 2-point conversion. The Tampa Bay game threw what should have been the game-winning touchdown if we had a defense. With 30
I
seconds.
knew the Chiefs were winning that game, by the way, even after you guys like tied it or whatever. I knew it was...
No, we took the lead with 30 seconds left.
Whatever it was, but it was a field goal game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it was over.
That game. I'm still sitting here.
You know, I knew that game was. I was like, yeah, Chiefs are winning.
Oh no, the Chiefs game. Oh no, that was obvious. No, I knew we scored two. I mean, we were going crazy because like, oh my god, we're right here with the Chiefs. But like, I knew that we were cooked. I'm talking about the Buccaneers game the week after that. Bryce threw a touchdown to Thielen, and the place, like I was there for, the place going absolutely nuts. There's like 30 seconds remaining, and we are up by a field goal, and we just somehow let them getting field. Like, I feel so bad for Bryce, man. These last few weeks, he's done literally everything, and then our defense is just the worst.
Yeah, well, that Cowboys game, he had 4 turnovers, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, but he threw the 83-yard touch. I mean, that was his fault too. But he also showed
He had a big play in that game, though, right?
The 83-yard touchdown to Coke. That was really funny. I saw the ball go up in the air.
Did your chat go crazy when he scored?
Oh my god, it was different. Like yeah. I wish I got a video, because I actually thought about taking a video. I take videos of like random plays, sensing there might be a touchdown. I saw the ball go up in the air, and I yelled "Coker," and then he caught it. It was crazy.
Did he ever respond in that group chat after the time? Like, not during the game, obviously, but like after
the game. But like, yeah, afterward, he kind of just sent. He just liked all our messages and like, appreciate y'all. Yeah, he talks some. You have to mention him, and then he'll read the message.
Yeah.
Like, I think I sent you some of the photos. Like, sometimes we'll just joke around and be like, Coker, why don't you play Fortnite with us or something? It's like, I suck.
He would, though. He actually would, though.
Yeah, no, here, I can send them to you as well. Here, he does say some, so it's funny. It's been a little bit since he's like actually said anything, but let me see if I can find this one. This one was funny.
Watch him be active from the off season, because the season will be over after tomorrow.
Yeah, here, I'll send one right here. That was after the Germany game. He had, I think, like a drop or two in this game, so I sent that to you. And then I gotta find my favorite one. I don't know why it always goes missing in my camera roll, and then I gotta like in-depth search for it.
Should have caught those passes today. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this one was really funny.
He basically just tells you guys what he probably told Bryce after that game. Like,
yeah,
I should have caught those passes, dude. My bad.
And then I sent the other one that was really funny. Everyone thought it was fake when I sent them to him. Like, no, this is Jalen Coker. I'm being for real.
That's funny. You sent that message to him, or is that somebody else who said this one?
That was someone else that asked that.
Okay.
But I think the first time I saw him like say something that was funny, it was like we were flaming Bryce in the chat. This is when he was benched and like Dalton's playing well. And Coker just randomly opened chat and we're like, oh my goodness, Coker seeing us flame Bryce. He said, I won't say anything.
That means the team had
That's funny.
At that point.
That's funny. That was really funny to me.
That tells me everything I know about how the team felt about Bryce at that point.
Well, at the moment, yeah, I know obviously it's different.
Even if they were saying different on to the media.
Yeah, I won't say anything. Oh, that's so funny. Oh.
No, he's smart though, because he knows if he says something negative about him, it's gonna get out. Somebody in that chat was gonna expose him.
I mean, it wouldn't have been me. I'm not. I would have sent it.
But the problem
sent it to you guys.
It would have become a whole thing in the media. It would have become a thing for the Panthers to have to deal with. Could you imagine how big of a deal that would have been?
Man, I would have gone viral.
Your chat would have gone viral, Chris.
Jalen Coker just has some very interesting thoughts on Bryce Young.
Imagine the Panthers brought everyone in from that chat to be questioned. What do you know about this?
It was funny because after Coker was added, we just started adding a bunch of random people. Like we did try to add Bryce once. I think we added Juan Soto and a bunch of other random people. It was funny.
Did Bryce remove himself?
No, he just never even accepted. He was technically in the chat, but he never accepted it.
Y'all gotta tell Coker to have Bryce accept this invite next time.
I don't think Bryce uses social media like that. He's kind of a nerd. I'm not gonna lie. Bryce is a nerd.
Yeah?
Yeah, because if you watch his fun videos and stuff on the Panthers page, you're like, oh, what did you do for Christmas? And I'm like, I kind of just stayed home with my family. And they're like, oh, do you like any restaurants and around? I said, I don't really go out that much. It's like, God, you're so boring. That's another reason why I like him as a person too, is because he's very nice first and foremost, and he's always focused on the game, which I know people meme about because they're like, oh, he sucks, but he's always focused on playing.
Stafford and Herbert are the same way. They never talk about anything but football.
They don't do anything else. All they do is play. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Stafford has kids. I know Bryce doesn't and Herbert doesn't for now. Yeah. I mean, at some point they will. Stafford has kids and whatever, but yeah, they're both pretty boring too. They don't really say or do much.
I feel like most of these guys, they get more fun as their career comes to an end and they're retired. That's because then they can be themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
When right now you're locked in on the game. Yeah.
Tom Brady was more fun to watch towards the end of his career.
Yeah, in Tampa, he was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he also just became a different person, a different personality too. Sorry, I took away so much from this game.
No, you're good. The Steelers tried to go for it on a 4th down and did not get it. So it actually Burrow's interception doesn't really count for much. The Bengals are right back in position to get points.
Yeah, this game was at the 2-minute warning 10 minutes ago. Do you realize how slow this last 2 minutes have been?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. For how we thought this game was, this game's going by so fast.
It was 22 minutes ago when we were talking about how fast this game was going.
Oh my gosh.
And that was right around the 2-minute warning or something like that.
Just go to halftime, man.
Yeah, just sim the rest of the half.
I remember the Panthers meme, sim the next season after week 1. The 2nd down and 4, Burrow checks it down. It is caught by Sample, and he bullies over to the 1st down marker. Will he get it is the question. The clock is going to continue to run. It'll stop at 30 seconds. Maybe just to check if it's a 1st down or not. On here, they're saying it's a 1st down. I think he got it. I am really excited. I know I said it all of last offseason, which is hilarious. Man, I'm just so excited for week 1 against the Saints. I think we can win that game. I think we can beat the Chargers. I think all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And just the worst you cannot think of something worse. It was everything that happened in those first 2 weeks is the worst possible thing. The first pass of the season by Bryce Young was an interception.
I think I still have a clip.
I guess what's worse is it could be a pick 6. And
I think I still have a clip of your reaction to that after you talked about how Bryce was coming out for the first time this year. I'll have to go back and find it, but I think I have it.
I was already upset because Derek Carr threw an absolute bomb downfield for a touchdown. I was like, oh no, this is and what a catch by T. Higgins. That is what I need on the Panthers. Gets them inside the 10, 1st and goal. What I was going to say is oh man, wow, what a play by Derek Carr. But hey, at least we get to see Bryce Young on the field, and maybe that's just one bad play from our defense, right? Our defense was really good last year. And then it's an interception. I'm like, oh no. It's even worse.
At halftime, I'll find that video. I
can't look. It's even worse. It was even worse. How?
It was really bad.
It was worse than 2-15. Because at least when we were 2-15, we weren't necessarily competitive, but we had a good defense, so every game felt closer than it really was. So if you what would be perfect for the Panthers if you could combine the second half of this season, that offense, and last year's defense. That's what I wanted the Panthers to be all along. And then that'd actually be the team that could get better and better. I don't think they'd still make the playoffs, but like that's the team I wanted. The second half of offense this year and the defense we had, like, because Frankie Louvu, letting him walk in free agency was a terrible decision. I was like so upset when Washington signed him. And he's even better at Washington, even better than what he already was. And he was really good in Carolina. So that was really frustrating. As second down and goal, Burrow looking for the end zone, and it is incomplete once again in the direction of T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, I think their Panthers' priorities last offseason were pretty clear. It was about protecting Bryce Young and trying to give him a chance to actually stay upright in the pocket. And I'm sure this year will be focused on adding weapons to the offense. Though missing, well, I get there's time, but through 1 year, missing on Leggett does not help. But especially because he was a first round pick, but there's still time for him to figure it out. But it certainly has not been the first season that I think you believed it would be for him or a lot of people.
As one-on-one for Chase in the end zone, and it's incomplete.
So I know looking back on it, you kind of regret them not taking like Ladd McConkey. I think he was like the next wide receiver after Leggett.
No, I do. And honestly, it would have been worth the reward of me being furious that night. Like, oh my God, we didn't take Leggett or Coleman or any of those guys who I really wanted was Worthy, and obviously he went.
Bro, of course the Chiefs got Worthy. Everybody was so upset when they got him.
Yeah, but like it was kind of like looking back at it, like what else were they gonna do? I mean, Worthy's right there. Why would they not take him?
But why couldn't have somebody else taken him so they didn't have to take him?
Yeah, I wanted them. No, it was because the Bills freaking left. Why did the Bills not take Worthy? They traded back so Kansas City could get him. It was like, what are you doing?
And the Bills made this mistake before with Patrick Mahomes. They were the reason.
Patrick Mahomes, like, do you guys never learn? Oh my gosh, it hurts my brain.
And then the Patriots didn't want Ladd McConkey in the second round, so they traded down, gave their pick to the Chargers. Chargers got him. The Patriots got Polk, who I guess according to a lot of people was like the third best wide receiver in Washington when he was there.
Yeah.
And he's been nothing for them.
Oh my gosh.
But I remember you did not like Ladd coming out of the draft. You were very happy.
I did not. I did not think his game would translate to the league at all. I'm still kind of shocked it did.
I'm not.
He plays in a way a lot different now than what he did in the NFL. So in that sense,
what he did in college.
Yeah, so in that sense, I was correct that Ladd in college was a lot different than Ladd in the NFL. But Ladd in the NFL is still really good.
Why? Because he doesn't play on the outside as much. I
think so. Yeah, he played on the outside a lot, and
yeah,
I mean, just some of the moves he made, it's like, okay, he's not going to do that in the league. Like, what is this?
He's been okay on the outside.
He's been good, yeah.
He's not somebody.
No, I do admit that out loud. I was wrong about Ladd McConkey. I did not think he was going to be good.
My biggest issue with him, I think he had a history of back injuries or whatever in Georgia. That was my concern with him. So far, he's remained relatively healthy up to this point.
I didn't know anything about back injuries necessarily.
I think he had some injuries in college or whatever, but
okay. Yes, I can probably do 4 out of those 6 wildcard weekend games, barring the Sunday and Monday night games due to school. Come on, I still have to go to school. I know I don't know who invented that, but respectfully, I know none of my teachers are watching this, and I respect all my teachers. It's just
you don't know who invented what, school?
Yeah, who invented school, bro? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
As Wilson gets sacked back at the 20-yard line, and more than likely, they will just take this to the second half.
Then the following Monday, you'll be able to do the Sunday night game because that'll be lead into MLK Day, right?
Yeah, so I will be able to do this. That's because I don't think they won't do another Monday night game. No,
it's only for wild card week
because they have an extra game. Yeah, for wild card.
Half hour later, and the final 2 minutes of the half are over.
Pittsburgh gets the ball to start the second half. We will go to the half.
That literally took, based on my clock, took about 29, 30 minutes for the last 2 minutes of the game to happen. That was so stupid. Are we staying on here for the half, or they?
Guess so. I was about to ask Jake, where you at, man? Should we even be surprised? Can you count
Okay.
on
Did you want me
Jake?
to tell you the Panthers home?
Oh yeah, just go ahead and say them here because I asked him where he's at. He said he's on the way. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So the Panthers at home next year, obviously the division. So Atlanta, Tampa Bay, New Orleans. They face the NFC West. The home games they get are the Rams and the Seahawks.
Ooh, okay. That's
they-
different for once.
Yeah, they face the AFC East. So the home games they get is Buffalo and Miami.
We get to host Josh. Oh, I got to go to the Josh Allen game. Oh, that's
And
gonna be
then one of their final three matchups. I think it's already been determined because can the Panthers surpass the Saints or no? I don't think so, right? The Panthers are in last place.
fun. I can check.
So I think the Saints are at 5 wins.
I haven't really looked at the divisional stuff because the Panthers are it's over. We'd have to win, and New Orleans would have to lose to even give it a chance.
You guys have the who has the better division record?
We split.
Who has the better division record?
Let's see.
I assume it's New Orleans.
I assume it's New Orleans too. Let me check. Yes, they have the better division record.
Okay, so you guys are in last place.
But hold on. If we win and they lose, then that technically ties the division record. So I don't know.
Oh, so then you would go. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is fun. It would be like that would be strength of victory tiebreaker then.
Strength of victory. I can't see that on ESPN. So
No, hold on. I'm just gonna put this in real quick to see.
oh come on!
Okay.
I love when it gets like this. This is so cool.
There's been too many of these. A Saints loss and a Panthers win would mean the Panthers would jump ahead of the Saints. So you guys would not be last place. Okay, that's important because if you guys finish last place, then you will host the Giants next year. If you guys finish third, you will host the Cowboys again next year.
Oh, please lose. Come on. I would love to get a free. Wait, that means our home schedule is kind of tough.
Yeah, because you got
Oh, come on.
Rams, Falcons, Tampa, Seattle, Buffalo, Miami.
Because I was thinking like that's gonna be fun as a fan to like if I get to go to some of those, but like on the other side, it's like those are some tough games. Dang, we didn't.
Yeah.
Does it say the away games for the Panthers by any chance?
I have some of the away games, so obviously the away games for the division. Your away games in the AFC East are the Patriots and the Jets.
Oh,
Your away games for the NFC West, the Niners and the Cardinals.
oh, we're gonna get whooped in that 49ers game.
And then if you finish last place, you will travel to Chicago next year.
Yes, I need that.
If you finish third place, you will likely be traveling to Green Bay.
Okay, so we need to lose.
Yeah, because Green Bay cannot finish second in their division. Green Bay's locked in third.
Right.
And then you guys, if you finish last place, would play either the Titans or the Jaguars. And if you finish third place, either Titans or the Jaguars.
Yay!
Over there.
Wait, I don't mind going to either of them, to be honest.
Yeah, because I think the Titans still division. Yeah, the Titans can still pass up the Jaguars. So,
Oh, Triv had a comment on your shave, Snicker.
on my what?
He said Nick Bear new shave.
Oh yeah, I just shaved this morning.
Okay, do y'all in the backstage want to join?
Slushy doesn't. Jake does. Shortly.
Holy wait, bus. Okay, I gotta wait.
Is that
Yeah.
Jake, the JJ17 Sports in the comments?
Yeah, I think so.
Is Declan here?
No, Declan's not even in his own dungeon.
Oh, come on. Do you want me to ask him?
Kids are in the Declan dungeon.
Shall I ask him or no?
Sure, you can ask him. Okay, so that means we will host the Rams then.
Yeah.
The Rams and the Seahawks. So that means we'd have to go to San Fran and Arizona. Okay. I'm already trying to think in my head. Immediately, the game I want to go to is the Buffalo game.
Yeah, obviously.
Buffalo, and then just for you, I might go to because I also want to see Stafford play because Stafford is aging. So
Yeah.
this might be my only chance to ever see Stafford play. So I might go to that one too. Then I'm just trying to think. Simmel, you can join. It's not even a what, bro. Just turn your camera on. I'll add you. I want to go backstage for a minute.
Simmel. There was a what?
Oh, what is this? Oh my god, this is some diva comment. George Pickens Ferger, can I add you? Okay, I'll add you. Simmel crashing out. Chill. Hi, Jake.
What up? Why am I in the Nick Bear spot?
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's better.
I guess it's been a solid game so far.
Cam Taylor, Britt, 2 big pass interference calls.
Yeah, it's kind of been this. I mean, not really the story of the game because it's still 13-7, but that gave them the.
You see the big man got the pick earlier?
What's up?
You see the big man got the pick earlier?
Oh yeah, Michael Pierce, right?
Michael Pierce, yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty old, right?
I think he's at like 30 or something, 31 maybe. Let me see. Ferger is fried.
Yes, Slushy, you're right. He is.
Let's see. He is 32.
Simmel, not the Declan dungeon.
Simmel's fine in the Declan dungeon, he says.
Oh,
I
he
wonder
did.
why.
That's crazy.
Well, you got 5 minutes, so.
Man, Pierce is a big boy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Please don't
It looked like he was dropped in coverage for a second. I don't know why.
He did.
I don't know why he dropped him in coverage. Why he dropped him in coverage?
Oh, no.
Ed Stober just because Simmel said it in all caps. Get Stowe on low key.
No.
I'm
Facebook-
joking. No, if Stober's joined, I might add him. I'll consider.
Simmel, Stover joining is like us adding Stover would be like us adding you.
That's getting clipped.
Snicker, we were ranking our top center fielders, shortstops. We had a little disagreement on Francisco Lindor versus Corey Seager
For the top spot?
for the 3 and 4 behind Witt and Gunner.
Oh, Witt and Gunner, that's right. Who did you guys have one? I would assume Witt.
Yeah, Witt.
That's fine. I mean, Corey Seager's won 2 World Series MVPs.
And it's based on like the player. It's not based on like.
Slushy saying I said Seager over.
Plus, you said Seager over Lindor. Me and Samuel.
Lindor's best season was basically Teoscar's season, but he got pushed into second for MVP this year. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You may not like it, but that is the truth.
I don't know. When we
Simmel
look at
decided to
the stats,
come out the dungeon.
What's up, guys?
Simon, can you give your take on Seager versus Lindor?
I thought Lindor was more consistent, better defender, better base runner. And you can't keep acting like not playing, like sitting out 40 games a year is a positive thing. So
I'll
that's
give
why
my
I said
opinion on this
Lindor over
tomorrow.
Seager.
I'm never giving my opinion on this.
Chris, you're the biggest baseball fan of all of us.
Yeah, very true.
No.
Since it is tied 2-2, I should probably give my opinion, should I?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Nick, you think Corey Seager's better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to
You
hear
know
why.
what? I'm gonna give my opinion on this.
I think it's valid on both sides.
I agree. I think it's on both sides. I just think that Lindor's defense is better. That makes it.
I'm gonna say Seager clears just because Nick Bear thinks so.
Of course.
So Seager
Of
wins.
course.
Chris and I glaze each other.
That's my.
If you look at the Savant pages, though, Lindor's Savant is better.
Yeah, Chris does not know what Savant is.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Again, my case is Lindor's best season is basically Teoscar's season last year, but was pushed into MVP conversation because he's in New York. Corey Seager has won 2 World Series MVPs, and he's a better. To me, he's just look at his offensive stats. He's a better player than Francisco Lindor.
It's more. The argument was more right now based rather than like full career.
Yeah. Career-wise, I'm going Seager.
Okay,
That was established, and Ryan can back that up. That it was established. It was like around now, and not like we're talking past 3 years, basically.
Past
then
3
right
years,
now,
no.
right
Past
now,
3
like
years, Seager.
going into 2025, going into this year, I will take Lindor, but overall, I'm taking Seager.
Okay, that was the question. Is who would you rather have this year?
Going into this year, who'd you rather have? To be fair, it sounds like I changed up the question, but past 3 years is part of it. But it's mainly
Past 3 years makes up a big question because Lindor is not.
No. I'm saying but the main question is going into this year.
Yeah.
I probably made everyone confused. I'm not gonna lie, but my bad.
It was like the question is
good
if
job,
you're
Samuel.
signing one of the 2 guys to a 3-year contract right now, who are you picking?
Krish, I want to get your thoughts on this game though.
On this game, I think the Bengals have just proven that why they should be in the postseason. I mean, I know the Steelers have been struggling these last few weeks. I know 3 straight L's for Pittsburgh. But I think Cincinnati on offense, Joe Burrow has really not made a mistake tonight. I know there's an interception on a stat sheet, but one of the balls was dropped. That one went through the hands into I kind of tipped off 2 players into an interception. So I think Joe Burrow has been really solid tonight. I think the Bengals are more than likely going to win this game just for how it's gone so far. And I think the Steelers are just going to prove, as usual, that they can clinch the playoffs and make it to a wild card game but not go further than that.
Are they going to be the 6th or 7th seed with a loss?
Who, the Steelers or Bengals?
Yeah, Steelers.
The Steelers is a 6, right? Right.
But what if the Broncos win?
Here's the deal.
Right, you got it.
So the Broncos are locked in the 7 seed.
They are? Okay.
But if the Steelers lose, they will be waiting on the
back,
Chargers tomorrow. Because if the Chargers win, the Chargers will finish with a better record and then go to Houston, and the Steelers will go to Baltimore. If the Steelers lose, but the Chargers lose tomorrow, then it stays the same. And if the Steelers win, they're locked in the 5 seed no matter what the Chargers do tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
think
the Steelers should definitely be taking this game seriously because there's a big difference between going to Houston and going to Baltimore. So
Yeah, I'm just glad the Chargers will know for sure what they have to do going into tomorrow instead of playing all their guys not sure about what they're going to be. It helps
I would agree.
Yeah,
I
guess
think that
it happens back.
So I'm rooting for the Bengals, obviously, because if they lose, we have a chance to face Houston instead of Baltimore.
I think that the Steelers will get fried by whoever they play. Mike Tomlin is.
You think they get fried by the Texans? I think that's an ugly good game.
I think
Wait, who gets fried by the Texans?
Pittsburgh.
Steelers?
No, I think that's going to be a good game. No,
Well.
because I don't trust the Texans at all right now.
We all agree on this.
Yeah.
If we get Texans Steelers, that needs to be the first playoff game to just get it out of the way.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the 105 Saturday kickoff. That needs to be
Yeah.
done. I'm not trying to watch that game. As the first play is from scrimmage as a Najee Harris TFL tackle made by Jermaine Pratt in the backfield.
I mean, Steelers Texans. It's like, oh, sorry. Can I just get my last point in real quick?
What happened here? Yeah.
Sorry,
Alright.
my
Steelers
phone,
Texans.
my iPad died.
Yeah, Steelers Texans would definitely be unwatchable. I would much rather see Chargers Texans. I think would be very interesting to see Harbaugh's first playoff game. Would definitely give us some storylines.
I think there
And
would
there's
be
like
more
no storylines
storylines.
in Steelers Texans.
There would be more storylines if the Chargers played the Ravens. I just don't think the Chargers
True.
have a chance against the Ravens.
True, but I mean, both games would have their storylines instead of one game having all of it. But I would like to see a Harbaugh matchup. That would be really cool. So
I
We'll
just
see.
want to see Buffalo, Kansas City again.
Yeah, I want to see that too. Yeah, Slushy, I have my default NBA shirt.
Slushy.
Repping the league, guys. The league that I don't watch.
Sticker with the default NBA shirt. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh no.
Wait, Chris, are you being for real? Private chat?
Yes.
Oh,
I think.
you think?
I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Third down and 8. Wilson delivers, and it is dropped.
I'm
Incomplete.
I'm like 2 plays ahead. Shoot. I will not
All
be
right,
spoiling.
What, do you want to join the Google Meet I sent you, or what?
No,
I mean, I am
can't.
too, but I'm not here to talk about the game, so I think I'm
Yeah,
fine.
me and Cybo are both really ahead.
Okay, so just don't say anything about the game.
I'm ahead too,
Yeah.
but I'm not spoiled.
Chris, you trust me,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Am I
Unfortunately, I've not been good the past couple days when it comes to spoiling. Hold up.
Yo, why?
Don't trust
Jake,
me.
you are
Don't
not
trust
trusting
me.
all
when
caps.
it comes to
Chill,
spoiling.
chill.
I'm sorry.
Never
I'll add
trust
you. I'll add
Jake.
you. I'll add you too.
I can
You
be
gotta
trusted,
unmute
but
them.
not Jake.
Unmute and I can add you.
Why is Slushy in all caps right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he's in all caps. Chill.
Because he's hyped up.
Well, it's too lazy to... Okay, bro. Yeah, he's just a chill guy. Now unmute so I can add you. Alright, here. Let me add another one to this.
Chris, the Bengals have the ball now.
Alright, I'll change that. I gotta change this up a little bit too.
Do you use just overlays and like you have like Canva set up and then you edit it quickly and download it?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
was done.
I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I'm gonna put...
What is that Steelers logo on the side, on the left side? I have not
That's
seen that
our
before.
old logo from like the 20s.
Yeah, it's
20s. It's
interesting.
crazy.
Oh, I'm here? Yeah, that's
Snicker still gets the middle because he's him.
what?
That's the Snicker spot.
No, but what about
Well,
Samuel?
But
Hold up.
Samuel's in the
Currently,
middle.
nobody is in the Declan dungeon.
Technically, the top middle.
Samuel's in the middle too, but it's
Nick,
Nick,
Samuel.
that's where his
top
spot is
middle-
all the time, though.
Chris,
Middle
Chris,
bottom.
That is
top
very
middle,
true. I
second,
do see an
bottom.
issue here. So I'm going to
Move-
address that issue
Move-
immediately.
Make
There we
Simon's
go.
picture smaller because he has like the default profile picture.
That is
Yeah.
very true as
Yeah.
well. I'm going to make it smaller.
Simon, if you're gonna have your camera off,
And
at least have
Sticker,
like
I'm gonna enlarge his a little bit. Yeah. This is what we're rocking with.
I gotta get a
It's
digital
fine.
Ultimate glaze.
It's
They
good.
can't tell that we like Snicker.
Chris, Declan said he cannot join because he has something going on with Chapman.
No.
Oh
right.
God. That was
What's really
getting
more
all fatty.
important, Chapman University or Sports Talk with Krish? I guess he made his decision.
All right,
Declan,
guys.
if you watch this is better than Chapman.
Jake, I had that
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this camera angle, but here, I guess.
Yo, look at Ryan's camera.
Bro. Please. Yeah, I apologize for our immaturity, but this is just how we are, guys. Wait, is he joining or not? Hold on.
Yo, the special
Wait.
guest would take Nick's spot for a bit.
What?
What? No.
No,
Excuse me.
It's
Snicker
Simon,
made a
you can take
face.
your
Bro,
spot.
says the person with no camera on.
Fair
Right,
enough, fair enough.
Take
You're
your
fine.
spot.
Can we just pin Snicker at this point?
No, if Marcus does join, then I'll put him
I
like.
feel like I'm just stuck on here at this point.
Snicker
Yeah.
is him. If I could make it even bigger, I would. Just Snicker
Yeah,
is
you
him.
can
He
pin
gets
him.
the middle. Like that. That's just how it works, guys. It is what it is. Cincinnati with the football. 13:24 to go in this third quarter. A first down and 10 for the Bengals. Herbert in the backfield. It'll be play action. Burrow with time. Throws over the middle and completes it for a first down to T. Higgins. Or are they going to say incomplete? What's the call here? And they do
It's a
say first
catch.
down to Higgins.
I believe this is good. I want to see this Bengals offense in the playoffs. I
Do
really
it, do it. Slushy, do it.
Yeah, we're all waiting
Do
for
it, do it.
Bengals.
I know what he's talking about. Yeah, do it. T. Higgins, 4 receptions for 43 yards tonight on the ground. Herbert will have another yard or 2 on the carry. How do you not know, bro? Like, it's just negative ball knowledge if you just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's low-key a good idea from Sybil, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what sign was that?
Yeah, I have. I know what it looks like. I've been inside.
Rate it out of 10.
Oh yeah, you have.
Oh, wait,
I've
wait,
literally
wait.
been
Dermot
there.
has no idea what we're talking about. Now that I realize it, we should probably stop talking about it because it sounds weird from the audience's point of view.
Good one, Simon.
Yeah, 2nd down and 7. Burrow looking to his left, delivers, and completes it to Gesicki for another first down. And the Bengals continue to march in Pittsburgh territory.
Mike Gesicki has been on point tonight, Krish.
Yeah, I've always liked Gesicki as a receiving target at tight end. Snicker and I were actually just talking about how big of a deal tight ends really are.
Mike
they go
Gesicki is
on
known for having the smoothest gritty in the world.
Never forget my boy Greg Olson, man.
Greg Olson. He now
Greg
calls
Olson,
games
yeah.
with Joe Davis.
Yes.
Snicker.
It's snowing in Pittsburgh, but it's not showing on the
Burrow
field.
throws and completes it. Chase makes the play, cuts it backfield, and will be taken down after another solid gain. So the Bengals continue to move it down the field, and it does look like it is starting to snow in Pittsburgh.
No, it's been like lightly snowing the whole game.
Well, it's
You-
starting to
you-
come down a little bit
It's
more
been
now.
shown on replays.
Oh no, Snicker, you gotta send it.
Should I?
Yes, not here on the stream probably, but just send it to the group chat or something.
I don't think it's appropriate for the group chat, so I'm just going individual.
Individual's crazy.
What are you guys talking about?
Herbert on the carry, and I could just see. This is called chemistry, guys. I looked at Snicker and he started laughing, so I know he saw something funny that he'll probably send, and he
You
just
have
said,
it. Chris, you
Yeah,
have it.
well, he does that like every 5 minutes.
"Oh." This doesn't make bro Snicker.
Chris,
Out of all the people that I thought would send this to me, I did not think it would be you. But I just
What do
got
you
it.
mean?
I
You
did
know
not
what my
think it was from Snicker.
you know what my page looks like on Twitter?
That is.
Nick, send to me.
I may have to unsend to you right after I send it.
send it to me, Snicker.
Burrow throws and completes it to Chase, who will fight for about a 9-yard gain, may come up just shy of the first down marker.
Snicker, send it to me.
Yeah, Slushy, you got it.
Yo. All right. That's
Oh,
all
even
I'm gonna
Trish
say.
said background at the bottom right. That's fire.
Yeah.
He's cooking. A carry for Herbert Hill, a first down, fighting his way to about the 14-yard line of Pittsburgh. They are back in the red zone. Yo, there's just no way Snickers.
Chris, bro.
Yo, come on.
Slushy, you have it too now. I texted it to you.
Yeah.
This is so wrong on so many levels.
I know.
Very disappointed in you.
Simon, do you need me to unsend that for you?
Snicker, you only have like about
I was on mute. Go to the Declan dungeon.
What is this scammer setup?
It's
Yeah,
just
this
because
looks
Simmel left.
actually, Chris, this looks awful.
That's because Simmel left. That's why. I
Okay,
didn't
then
remember
you
Simmel.
change it.
Okay, all right. Yes, aye, Snicker. Here we go. Wait, okay, hold on. No, I'm cooking. Give me a second.
This is a watch party at this point.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie. And
These
Snicker
turn
has.
into- These turn into watch parties now, yeah.
Oh, this is even better. Simmel, you could take a break. Yeah, this is
This is
this is what we need. Yeah, Snicker.
All the non-Panther games seem to turn into watch parties here.
A check down to her. Yeah, Panthers games are very serious, says Herbert, taking it out right at the first down. Panthers games, yeah. Those are very, very serious, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to tune into them, so I don't blame anybody.
That's not why they're serious, but that's one way to look at it for sure. Sybil says, yo, I'm back. Should I fix the angle again?
After this drive, how about that?
Okay, Sybil gets a 5-minute suspension in the Declan dungeon. You for leaving. AFK. Third down. I don't know how anyone finds this entertaining, but third down and 2 for the
Oh, no.
Bengals. Burrow looking.
no.
He's in
No.
trouble.
Oh,
Tries
no.
to get out of it. He's got 3 players that got to him right at the 19-yard line, and he is sacked.
Oh,
Chris,
God.
he is
He
more
was
than
making
sacked.
another big defensive
Chris,
play,
he's
and
down.
Burrow is still
Chris,
down on the
Chris,
ground.
he is more than sacked.
Yes, he sees now.
He
You
got
don't see that,
chunk
guys.
of grass in his hair, and he is shaken up. Oh, are you serious?
This
Now
is,
I don't want to see the Bengals in the playoffs.
Yeah. It depends what happens our next drive.
Zach Taylor is coming
God.
onto the field. Joe Burrow is down right now for Cincinnati. We'll take another look at it.
That's a concussion.
They just look really aggressive.
Speaking of concussions,
Speaking of Darren Waller,
Darren Waller. Yep.
Come on, guys.
we were talking about Darren Waller earlier today.
Yeah, we were. Ryan, you want to go get your Darren Waller jersey?
Nah, I'm good. I put them in the hamper.
What?
I put them in the hamper.
Yeah, come on, guys. We don't want too much CTE.
Oh, man. How's Burrow hurt now?
Yeah, why is Burrow hurt? This is bad.
Yeah. Yeah, CTE. Yeah. Sorry, guys. What do y'all think about the new background?
Yo, that's low key looks like my house. Oh wait, they'll never know. I'm not gonna give anything else away, but Slushy, your head is right behind. Yeah, the one so to my left, so to your right, basically, is I think that's. Am I looking at it right? So the one that's on the left of Slushy, and that looks to me on the right, that's where I'm streaming right now currently.
Belly, you got dinner at 10:03. I thought you were already eating during the first half, during our mock show.
Snicker, what did you send?
Hey, Simo, this is for Uncle Jay. I have apple slices right here.
What did Snicker just send to the chat?
Wait, let's see. Snicker bomb has dropped. Let's see. Get a CT. Wait, I gotta click on it.
I thought the message had to do with the account name. The account name is funny.
Wait, what is the account name? I didn't even read it.
The account name is funny.
I didn't even notice.
I think the account name
That's
funnier
what I
than
thought
the
it
meme.
was. I thought the whole joke was something to do with that, but that was the account name.
Yeah, the account name is funnier than the actual meme.
I thought the caption was. I thought that the caption had to do with it.
It is 4th and 14, so Joe Burrow goes to the medical tent. All we have to hope is that he is okay, as the Bengals set up for a field goal. Why did Simmel say W after I said Joe Burrow is hurt? Anyway,
Whoa,
35
is he rooting for injuries?
from Katie
Wow, you're a
York
terrible person.
to make it a 16-7 lead for the Bengals.
I
You're
said it
still
after Apple.
Samuel.
I don't. Jim, I don't know.
And the kick is good. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Jim. That one came a little late.
Jim.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think your suspension in the Declan dungeon just increased a little bit.
Another 10 minutes, maybe?
I'd
Simon,
say
why are you cursing in the private chat? This is stream. You can't be doing it.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
yeah, he's got to calm down, man. Bro,
Chris, I'll
that's
be right
crazy. See, even Snicker can go cam off mute and I won't kick him because he has too much aura.
Whatever.
I mean, look at his profile picture.
New text from Sam Durham. When's your spring break?
Is bro going to Boca for spring break?
I think he's coming to Boca. He probably wants me to go to spring training games in the other part of the state.
Oh no! I know what he's doing. He's going to spring training.
Y'all should pull up to Charlotte in the summer. I'm being for real though. We can watch the Charlotte
Maybe.
Knights play.
Yeah, I want to go to.
What I got to offer, sports wise.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to.
We could know Charlotte FC.
Yeah, Charlotte FC is also open. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know that much soccer, Ryan, and I actually really enjoy Charlotte FC games. So I think y'all. I know Jake does. So I think he will enjoy.
I
it
don't
too.
watch MLS, dude.
I mean, I don't watch MLS either, but it's still fun to go. Like, it's a fun environment.
I love going to games like that. Yeah.
No,
Actually,
the soccer matches are fun. I'll have to check the schedule once it comes out.
Chris, you got to get to a couple Hurricanes games.
Yeah, I want to go to. If we go back to Raleigh, like the family and I for spring break, I really want to go to a Hurricanes game.
Wait, they play in Raleigh? I thought they played in Charlotte.
Holy
No,
cow.
the Hurricanes play in Raleigh.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, so I got to drive a couple hours, but I'm more than likely going to ECU, NC State at NC State in Raleigh next year, which is going to be crazy after that fight. So wish me luck. I hope nothing happens to me if I go. Because I always talk when I go to games. I'm gonna get myself in trouble one day. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Where are you
but also-
talking yourself? so much?
There's some opposing fans.
you're laughing by himself again. No.
There are some opposing drug fans that will always.
No, they're always a little too crazy, and it's NC State fans too, so I can't.
Chris, when I went to the Blackhawks versus Islanders game, some Blackhawks fan came after the Blackhawks won, started talking to me.
You have to watch it.
Okay. Samuel, your suspension just got increased for bringing up Owen Daffer.
Another 15 minutes, Simon.
Yeah, another 15 minutes. That was the last thing I wanted to hear after ECU just won their bowl game against NC State was Owen Daffer. Don't say my bad now. No, you do what you do. Not trying to hear Owen Daffer, but it's my bad.
He would watch the Snicker video.
OJ left. I didn't even kick him. Yo. Oh, this is the perfect layout. Let's go, Snicker.
See this? Yeah, 3 is perfect.
Okay, I'll let Jake back though. Yeah, there we go.
Did you watch what I sent? It's like 2 seconds.
Yo, what up, Marcus?
Michael.
Marcus is here. Let's go.
He's...
Chris Adam, he's actually here.
Wait, Marcus, do you want to join?
He said,
Just
"Yo,
say it in
Adam."
the private chat.
Chris.
Yo, add me. Okay, I'm adding Marcus.
Holy,
Chris.
holy.
You gotta
Chris,
unmute though.
Chris, I was laughing at the thing that Nick said so much I actually reload the page.
Chris, why do people have to unmute to be added?
Oh, well, it's just easier for me to control. It's like
Yo,
that.
Danny Wolf is a double-double. Glenn Coast, legend, stand up.
All right, bro.
Who?
Danny
Hold on, I'm
Wolf,
working
he
on
plays-
this. Hold on.
He plays for Michigan. This dude
You can
dog.
technically talk. You're just not gonna see him for a second. I'm just trying to like make this camera stuff better, so Snicker's still wide open at the bottom.
Flashy, how's that banana?
That's good. I feel like Kawasaki from
Banana. Monkeys need bananas. I love Kawasaki.
Okay, boom. This is our 4-man broadcast, our
Oh,
5-man
God.
broadcast right now.
Monkeys never clump.
Chris, check out that video I just sent you.
Okay, man, I'll check it.
Monkeys never clumps.
What is
What's up,
going on
Marcus?
right now?
Chris, we were doing so good in the first half, too.
What is going on?
I know you like that, Chris.
And then the final 2
Oh, I didn't even
minutes-
hear the. Wait, hold on. I gotta restart it now. I didn't hear the music. Oh yeah, fire. Saved. No, Snicker. Why'd you turn it? All right, yeah.
Hey, Chris, in my remembrance, send that one day.
Oh yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, I got you.
Chris, can we switch to
What is it?
music?
Steelers ball right now? I've like completely lost track of the game. I apologize.
Chris, can we switch to music?
Chris, we were doing good until the final 2 minutes took like half hour, and then we fell apart.
Yeah. No, that's their fault. That's not our fault.
The first
Yeah,
drive,
I just-
the first drive being Ryan did a good job.
And kick us off if you want to broadcast series.
I took time.
No, Samuel, you're still in the Declan dungeon. Nice try.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, and Silver replied
You
on
comment about Owen Daffer in 2025. You are not getting that.
Simon,
As Wilson goes
Simon.
one-on-one downfield, and it's dropped by Pickens. On 3rd down and 8, George Pickens is wide open, and he drops the ball.
Chris, I thought he was about to fight someone, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't see. I'm
Let's
surprised.
go,
he
Burrow's
didn't
back.
sideline.
Burrow's
Yeah, I guess
back.
Burrow's coming back for the next drive, which is good.
Let's go.
Chris, if Simon keeps complaining, he's not allowed back on until next weekend.
I'm gonna make it one day. What does that even mean?
What do you mean? Next weekend you're doing the wild card, no?
No, Samuel said I'm gonna make it one day. Bro, I'm gonna make it
Oh.
out of here.
Oh,
I got 2 games this
He's
week.
gonna make you out of the Declan dungeon one day back on top.
Collingswood.
We're stuck in the Declan dungeon. Well, if you guys didn't hear, Samuel's actually a really big deal in Europe for his transportation station. So I don't know what he's complaining about making it out. He's already a worldwide name in Europe.
Chris, we'll figure it out if I want to do a wild card game or not. I got 2 games to do this week.
Yeah. I mean, y'all all can do a wild card game if you want. I don't mind.
I do
I'm
need
doing one
practice
of you're on.
Yeah, Snicker should join for his team games. I'd love to see him crash out.
Yeah, we should just Chris. What you should do is you should just put Snicker on and then like leave no
I'm
one.
gonna have an actual setup Snicker box for a game. Watch.
No,
I'm gonna.
Chris,
We're taking this
go
serious.
backstage. Chris, just go backstage. Let all of us go backstage. Put no score, no nothing. Just put a whole screen of Snicker on and just watch him react to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna have like you see like that area that's wide open on the bottom. I'll have like an arrow, and it says Snicker box.
Are you really going to do that?
I'm thinking, right? I have the ideas. You got to give me more. What do you think, Nick?
Again, I told you though, Declan and I haven't seen each other in a while, so we may get together just to watch one of those games. So.
Sure, add Declan. Turn this into a whole watch party.
Me and Declan on the same box?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I called that.
Because I'm not taking my computer and I'm not joining on my phone.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you can join on my phone like me.
No. Look at the quality.
Yeah, because my phone's like somewhat broken.
Yeah, I'm not doing the phone.
Which is unfortunate.
Okay, at least Burrow's okay. That's good. That's a good sign.
He's probably not. They're probably just forcing him back in there because their season's online.
That's also very true. That's very possible there.
I think that's the more likely scenario, honestly. I really do.
See if their O-line can hold up.
Because money.
Money's crazy.
It's true. All these decisions are driven by money.
Yeah.
Whether we like to admit or
if it's all about money, then T. Higgins, I mean, if he really wants to get paid, he could come to Carolina.
Chris, how about those Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to go. It was classless.
They're down by 50 to the Jazz. Not 50, like 40 to the Jazz.
We lost. The Lakers lost by 40 or 50 to the Heat earlier this year.
Lol. Oh, I remember that. That's a handoff to Herbert, and he's going to get a gain of about 7 or 8. Joe Burrow is back in at quarterback.
Is he healthy, though? That is the question.
I don't think we're going to know that, or he's going to show himself that.
No,
Nick
we're not
the Lakers this year from Samuel.
Man, I'm just asking questions. I'm going to get, like, doxxed or whatever for asking this shit on here. I don't know. People are going to come after me for accusing the NFL of shit. Thoughts on the Lakers this year? They're 4th in the West, man. First-year head coach, Bronny on the team. 40-year-old LeBron.
Bronny on the team.
Samuel asked a question that Snicker actually answered honestly, so he gets 5 minutes removed from his Declan Dungeon sentence.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy where we are. I hope we make some more trades, though. Hopefully closer to the trade deadline. But
DFS is so good, though.
No, because he doesn't produce enough on offense for the 30 minutes he plays, remember?
Dude, he had a crazy layup, like, yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah, Jake, I was watching.
I missed the D-Lo getting shots up after the game memes. Those were funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the only one he was in the playoffs, and that's not
yeah, that was so funny. D-Lo getting shots. It turned in like they said that everywhere. D-Lo getting shots.
He's in a better spot with the Nets, though. Like, admit it, I love the guy. His second stint was better here, but he's in a better spot with the Nets with less pressure. I know the Nets are a big market technically, but nobody gives a crap about them. He's good over there. Let him get
Marcus, I saw that too.
I saw that also.
What happened?
I'm not explaining what that was. I saw that though, too.
I saw that as well.
Get your thoughts on my background.
That's going to be a check down to the tight end Sample, and he will come up just about a yard shy of the marker. A gain of 8 on the toss from Burrow to the tight end. 3rd down and 1 for Cincinnati. 2:30 to go in the third.
Snicker, any thoughts on my background?
on the background.
What is this background? Wait, is that no?
Toilet, little bro.
Who said that was the background?
Ooh.
And the Bengals will get the first down with the carry from Khalil Herbert to extend this drive. I would expect them to go into more of a chew clock management, already having this 9-point lead. They've ran the football really nicely so far. I mean, 6 carries, 58 yards is worthy enough.
This game almost feels over, but one more field goal or touchdown, this thing is done. The Steelers,
just came out and played like themselves. 7 points.
The coverage is.
Feels like we're back in the Matt Canada days.
I like where we're at right now. I'm rooting for a Steelers loss.
Yo, guys, I have DFS.
Play action. Burrow looks downfield at the sideline and completes it. Chase gets the feet down. First down, Bengals. Toe drag swag.
That's like a 2-bagger with swag or toe drag swag.
It appears that Ryan put Ben Simmons in his background.
No, it's Dorian Finney-Smith according to Sam.
Oh, DFS.
That's Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook's been balling out.
Okay, he still doesn't really do anything.
Ralph's coffee.
He's been.
Ralph's coffee. That's all I needed to say. This is not Anthony Davis. A carry for Khalil Herbert trying to bounce off tackles, and we'll get a solid gain. Gesicki tumbles with them.
Simon agrees with me about the game, by the way. He says,
okay, now he's trying to glaze his way back onto the stream. Nice try.
I think that's another 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
No, I think that if he behaves to the end of this quarter, then he's back on to start the next quarter, which is like a few minutes. Simon, do you agree with that?
Another apple slice for Unk.
Simon
says, "I appreciate."
Chris, can we make a deal with Simon? If Jay makes an appearance on the stream, Simon's got it.
Yeah, if Jay makes an appearance, you could. I'll add you if Jay comes on.
Simon and Jay have to be in a package.
Wait, don't they get a penalty?
For what? What they do? I didn't even look.
Isn't that delay of game? Didn't the play clock go out before the?
That should be.
Yeah, it looked like the play clock.
In theory, but I've seen them kind of let it go at the end of the quarter sometimes. It's stupid, but
no, but it's the NFL. They cannot let this happen.
No, but they have to glaze the top quarterback.
They're practicing for when they have to. But they're practicing for when they have to referee a Chiefs game.
Simo, if there's no Jay, you're not joining, little bro.
Yeah.
I'd prefer him to be eating apple slices. Like
Jay would treat it like a normal FaceTime. That's fine.
That's fine.
Are we not treating this like a normal FaceTime?
We're just not saying too many crazy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially you, Chris.
Chris, how'd your New Year's resolution go?
What's up?
How'd your New Year's resolution go?
What is my New Year's resolution?
Did you survive an hour?
Wait, I don't get it.
Snicker, do you get it? Snicker?
No, I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, I'll text you and.
Yeah, I don't get it. You gotta tell me.
Let's just kick Jake.
You mean the one that he broke within the first hour of the new year on call?
Oh. That was not my new. Why is everyone saying that's my New Year's resolution? That was not my resolution.
And that's us on call this morning.
Hey, Ryan, I love the background. Ryan, the background's amazing.
Darius
D.
That would be a peak pull on this channel is to get Darius on. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, you could actually reach out to our wrist a bit.
Wait, does Darius have a favorite football team?
He's an Eagles fan. He went to Eagles autism night.
Sounds about right.
Yo, Snicker, bro. If you were anyone else in the Declan dungeon.
Wait.
Actually, no, you wouldn't get sent to Declan. The only person that gets sent to the Declan dungeon for saying that is Sybil.
Jay talks about
I feel like it. Respectfully, Sybil.
He's the only person who gets a pass. Simon, tell Jay that if he joins us to talk about as much inappropriate stuff as possible.
You're welcome, Simon.
Jesus Christ. Sticker, you'll know what I mean.
Wait, Simon, is Jay officially joining or not? No! Okay, then Simon's not allowed.
Yeah, Simon's still on that suspension, bro. Second down and 5 to start the fourth quarter. Burrow one-on-one on the sideline, and Chase makes another remarkable play.
Simon, you are not 50%.
Simon, you are not 50% Jay.
You are 100% Carolyn.
Yeah.
Name one genetic that you got from Jay.
Well, hold on. Are we talking about like what he? I mean, are we talking about like physical features, or are we talking about like when you go to the doctor and you like take your vitals and you get weighed and all that? Like,
definitely going somewhere with
Physical
this. I
features
don't know
and
where, but he's going
personality
somewhere.
what exactly are we talking about?
Sure, physical features and personality characteristics.
No, I'm talking about vitals.
Yeah, I clearly said the wrong thing.
Like, how are we?
Simon's begging.
Yeah, low key. This is too much glaze for me to handle, Simon.
Chris, can we change the song?
What even is the song? I don't even know. I
That
didn't realize
went south quickly. Simon said.
I didn't realize I was playing a song. My bad, guys.
I don't know.
I'll put this song for Jake. Yeah,
I can't
that went
hear.
south quickly.
You grip too hard, Jake.
Oh, I literally can't hear. I can't hear any music.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't either. I didn't realize I even had it on.
I really couldn't hear it, but I knew there was music on because I just know there's always music on in this.
That went south quickly, unlike Simmel. He's never been south. Another apple slice.
Ooh.
Jay would
I
be
really
back.
want to hear tell my team, man. 73 receptions. I'm not going to say the receiving yards because someone's going to make it weird, and 10 touchdowns on the year. And tonight, Chase, he had that one drop in the end zone. You could say drop. It kind of just, I mean, it was a
He
tough play.
Dropped it. He dropped it.
You dropped that? Okay.
Yes, he dropped it.
That's fair to say. It did really just go through.
Why
his
are
hand.
the Steelers still running man coverage?
A check down and a hit made behind the line of scrimmage. And Herbert's going to lose some yards. It'll be a third down and long for Cincinnati. Simmel has not made a comment since his South comment. I'm curious what's going on. I'm worried.
Outside of Collinswood.
I'm running out of apple slices. Simmel, say something.
Just get Jay on. That'd be awesome. We had a nice baseball conversation with Jay earlier.
Samuel, did you eat your apple slices today, like Jay told you to?
Oh, yeah, I had to eat like 5 apples.
You probably ate
They're down to 9. Burrow's got pressure in his face, flips it, it is caught, and this is going to be a first down all the way to the 10-yard line, and Joe Burrow doing Joe Burrow things.
Simon, what's the closest store near you that sells apples?
I don't know, it's crazy.
I want to DoorDash you some apples.
Jay won't be
Why
happy.
did you
Like
call?
the last
Why
time you
did
tried to
you
DoorDash
final-
him.
Smoke shop.
Why did you leave call when
Who
Ryan
gets his
Doyle-
apples from the smoke shop?
That's insane.
Yeah, Sybil has to make it out eventually, dude.
That's the most Jay thing I've ever
Apples
heard.
from the smoke shop is crazy.
Do they like come with
Handoff for Herbert, and he will get a yard on the carry.
Lastly, Jay won't be happy if you DoorDash food to him again. So.
Why not?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what happens? Wait,
You didn't
does
like it
Jay
last time.
apples from
Not if
Panera?
it's apples.
Jokic
Does
just
Jay like the apples from Panera?
Oh yeah, Panera serves apples with their meat.
Just get those apples. You can't go wrong with them for Jay.
Yeah.
Or
I'll,
as Sam would say, how about them apples?
There are a lot healthier apples.
I'll order Simon and Jay a You Pick 2 with a smokehouse barbecue chicken sandwich, mac and cheese, and a side of an apple.
No, Sybil, it wasn't a joke, dude. It's okay. You can just tell us that.
No, it was not a joke.
That was not a joke.
Let me see.
Burrow, an RPO action, delivers to the sideline, and a tackle made at the 3. 3rd and goal for the Bengals. Wow, Jay, good thing you didn't go to that Knicks Bulls game.
Yeah, the tickets are way too expensive.
Well, not just that, but
Yeah,
Is it a bad game?
yeah. The Knicks were up at half, and then the Bulls took the lead.
yeah,
in
the
it.
Bulls are just
So-
completely taken over on Derrick Rose night.
We're gonna go in March to when they
Bro,
play the
Kobe
Bucks.
White is insane. Cooking.
You're gonna go see them play the Bucks?
Yeah, in March.
Oh, I got to go see the play. I got to see the Bucks. Yay! I got to see Darvin Ham.
Yeah, I'll give you some things to tell Darvin for me.
Okay, I'll go
Oh, I
sit by
told
the Bucks
Darvin some
bench.
things when I went. Don't worry, Sticker.
I'll go over to Darvin.
I saw Darvin and Dog. I think I told you this several
You
times.
guys realize
Darvin
people-
Dog.
You guys realize people stopped talking about Darvin as soon as the NBA Cup ended?
Yeah.
He's only an NBA Cup virgin. He's not good at
Version is crazy. That's funny.
Did you see Doc Rivers' reaction when he got the trophy?
When who did Darvin Ham or Doc Rivers?
Doc Rivers from the NBA Cup. Did you see his reaction?
I
didn't
did
watch
not.
the
I didn't
NBA Cup.
watch, so.
Just look up Doc Rivers' reaction to winning NBA Cup.
It's the closest thing we'll get to a championship.
Dad, LMF is trying to sell stuff.
Third
on-
down and goal for the Bengals. We're
He's trying to
5-yard line.
Wait, what did you say, Sassy?
Right.
Trying to leave it.
What happened?
Why did Sam just text me go home?
Burrow flips it and it's incomplete in the end zone. It'll be 4th and goal.
Go for it!
Nah, Burrow coming off the field.
LMF posted a shirt that says
Wait. Jay's gonna join.
Ardo.
Jay is going to join.
Wait, that ass.
I don't think I have Jay's Google chat.
Just give the Simon should have the
Bro,
link.
why can't Jay just come in the room with you and you two sit there together? It's not that hard. What?
Jake here.
Oh wait, I've seen that. Yeah, no, Morgan's I've seen that. Yeah.
What? Wait, let me see.
A chip shot field goal for York, but he's got it.
Darvin Ham. Or that's Doc Rivers.
No, that's Doc. Yeah.
I know it's Doc.
It's
Sticker, I
Buster,
told you that Doc was just talking to courtside.
It's actually Buster Rhymes.
And just like
Yeah.
smiling.
Chris,
Marcus,
it's,
Marcus,
Smiling about Doc, you're losing to the Hornets.
Marcus,
Chris, it's
did you
Buster Rhymes.
I
Marcus,
sent
did
it.
you
Let's
see
go. Simo, I can't add you until I see Uncle Jay in the backstage. It's just not letting me add you.
I just emailed the link.
I
to
need the
Jack.
father-son duo.
I just emailed the link to Mr. Jack.
If you know, you like. I just like. You feel me, bro? I can't do that.
Cat dropped 40 though.
Cat dropped 40. Oh my God, Cat dropped 40.
The SEC.
That was funny, bro. The Cat's bro. I don't know why. Ever since he like his last year in Minnesota,
yeah.
now he can
Simon's right. Ant outscored his team tonight.
Ant Edwards scored more than his team. Sim, the last time I checked, this has nothing to do with the Cincinnati Bengals against Pittsburgh Steelers. So now I'm absolutely not adding you until I see Uncle Jay in my backstage. Is it too much to ask to see Uncle Jay in my backstage?
I don't think so, Chris. I think it's perfect.
Wait, what? I don't understand the latest thing he said. What does that
No.
mean?
Ant outscored his team.
Yeah, I know, but that has nothing to do with Bengals versus Steelers.
Yeah, I know.
So why was that said?
I don't know.
None of what you've been talking about is relative. That doesn't make any sense. What is he talking about?
Samuel doesn't make sense. It's okay.
Get a load of this guy. I mean, we're talking about Uncle Jay. We're talking about Doc Rivers. That absolutely has to do with Bengals Steelers. Uncle Jay is currently,
Yo,
he's
Jay
currently
is
watching this game.
You can add Simon now.
Well, I bet he's watching this game. And Doc Rivers is really good at losing, just like the Steelers when it matters. They're both good at losing when it matters, so it has to do with each other.
Chris, can we pin my camera just to acknowledge this beautiful face?
Oh yeah, I just let me go solo layout for a second here. I don't know who Jay's sitting next to on the left, but that is very deep into conversation there. As-
Yo, Simon, where's Jay? You're actually
I think Jake accidentally left, so I'm gonna just move you guys over. Okay, no, Jake's back, so I gotta add him again. Hold on. I shouldn't have even touched it or moved it. Moving. Okay, there we go. Here you go, Jake. Sorry.
Chris, I keep accidentally leaving, so I'm gonna pull a Wavis for you.
Ooh.
Little Wavis.
Yo, Jay is about to join per his son.
Is Samuel Levine really a trusted source for Jay stuff?
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if he's trustworthy.
We all said no.
He's the Hector Gomez of
I
baseball.
was about to say the same thing. Jay Levine is on a flight to the StreamYard per source.
Man, Russell Wilson tonight is just under 10 yards, 4
Let's
for
go.
9 for 26, has one deep play connected on.
I got the good
I
room.
believe that was the play to Mike Williams, but now 2nd down and 5. Wilson delivers, and its pass is caught right at the line to gain by Van Jefferson, and they're going to give him the 1st down. Bro should have been sent to the dungeon before. Sybil, why are you talking like this? Bro should have been sent to the dungeon before he joined. As Firemuth attempts to make a one-hand stab, it's incomplete with Jermaine Pratt in coverage.
Get a load of this guy.
Backstage yet?
No, seriously, get a load of this guy.
Simon, why are you criticizing me for not talking about the game?
Not to mention, Jake has been throwing the cringiest strays at me this entire time. So it seems that what Jake has been saying is affecting you in a way, Sybil. That's just what it looks like, at least. And this is going to be caught by Jefferson. He gets tripped up just shy of the 1st down marker. Had a lot of green grass ahead of him.
Chris, don't blame him.
We're down in 2.
Chris, he's just trying to swerve out that corner.
Oh my goodness! Excuse me. Snicker, you're gonna have a guest next to you. Hold on.
Oh, he's here?
Oh, he's here?
There's no way this is happening. Snicker and need to have the biggest ones down here. Okay,
Chris,
this
make us
are
all
very interesting.
Chris, just make us all really tiny.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
It really
Am I
looks
doing
like
it
he
right?
swerved out that corner.
Yeah, that looks correct to me.
Okay. Glad it's working.
All right, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. Got a good shot of my nose hair there. That's nice.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty nice to see.
Actually, I don't know if that's nose hair or if it's just like a white hair from the mustache sort of pointing the wrong direction. So technically not nose hair.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Anyway,
Yeah, I gotta classify it somehow.
this is the content that is why they pay me the big bucks. So there you
Yeah,
have it.
that's why we have you on right now.
That's right, for the big bucks. So, what? I don't know. What can I help you with? What?
Well, you can help us with one thing. I think your son has been acting up a little bit in our backstage. So we have this thing when you're in the backstage. For some people, it's called it's called the Declan Dungeon. So basically, it's like a penalty box in hockey.
Penalty box,
Basically, if you're acting up, you get sent there. And I wanted to add him this entire time, but he's stuck in the Declan Dungeon right now. So if you want, I can add him so no one's in the dungeon. But
Sam's whole life is the penalty box. You know, like his.
Oh.
He's in constant penalty with me. Yeah. I mean, not even for anything specific, but just to do it. You know.
So that didn't sound like you wanted me to add him.
Oh yeah, you should add him.
Oh, I should add him. Okay, I'll make that happen. I just need to make everyone on our top side really, really small for this to happen.
Yeah.
Because I think
And you need to tell him now that I'm here. He's Lapuki.
I haven't heard that one in a while. Okay.
Get a load of this guy.
On Couch's studio.
That will be noted. I'm working on this real quick just so I can.
On Couch's studio.
It's all right. It's I don't, the studio is sort of a shapeshifter. What we're doing and what the business looks like is completely different. Like every 6 to 8 months, it seems like it's very different. So right
I'm
now,
finally back.
hey. So right now it's a lot of commercial work, and we have a couple interesting sort of independent music projects that are finishing up. But yeah, it's riding the wave. I had a few people kind of really waste my time last year, which is unusual. We take a lot of time helping an artist figure out what their project's going to be, what their record is going to be, what it's going to be like, how long it is, what's the best way to make it. And we do a lot of this figuring out part before they've paid us any money. And it's rare that we get burned on that, but I got burned like 3 times last year. So a lot of time invested in stuff that didn't go anywhere. So that was disappointing. But also some really cool stuff just sort of came out of nowhere as well. So, I guess that's even Steven in a way. But, you've been doing this long enough, you expect stuff to come out of nowhere because that's just your reputation. It's your reputation and the network of contacts. And, it's 15 years of seeding everybody, every musician I meet, making sure they know who we are and what we do, and that we do a good job, that we take care of people. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Way too well.
I like the name, Samuel.
What's the name?
It's Lapuki.
That's good. Yeah.
Lapuki Levine.
All right. I should change my name too then, right? Let's see.
Yeah, if you want to, it's free range, man.
It's a very, very slight revision. All right.
Jay LeBron.
What's going on, Lapuki? Lapuki's coming down the stairs now. He's coming off the bench.
Wait, is that just a background that Simon put on?
No, I think it froze. I think his camera froze in this. No.
What's happening here?
It froze.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
No, my computer does.
No, it left. I was about to full screen it.
Lapuki has joined me on the
Oh, it looks like your name is
garbage
changed to
bag.
world's #1 UGG at the bottom. Hold on, let me
Chris,
add.
My computer died, guys.
Chris, I think we should full screen.
I gotta put the show display names. We have world's #1 UGG right here.
Chris, you can put me up top and make them bigger.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna slightly, because Snickers still the GOAT, respectfully.
I think the people have had enough of that guy's face. Come on, get him up top. Shrink. I need more Jay LeBron.
You know what? Yeah, I think the people do want more Jay. Let's make it.
Yeah, I think we should have more shit.
I'm gonna fill the whole screen with just my forehead.
What is happening in my life? All right. This is really happening. Okay. Trying to get a good setup of this.
Lapuki is like hiccup right now.
Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. I mean, Snickers down there.
You know what? It's sort of.
They're live on Twitch.
It's giving like there's a big monster and the 5 of you are surrounding me because you're gonna try to like shoot ropes and daggers in me and stuff and bring me down together. The 5 little people and the big monster in the middle. Anyway.
What? Did Uncle Jay just emote on here? What? Just
I will
what
eat
is
you.
going on, bro?
I will eat every last fucking one of you.
Tell.
On is crazy work, Unc.
Yeah. Someone's got to clip this, bro.
Was there a game, by the way? Is there a game going on?
There is currently. Yes, there is a game going on right now.
Oh.
Chris,
What
your
happened to
box
the
score
remotes?
ain't even right, bro. It's like 9.
Chris, you gotta update the score.
Yeah, thank you for updating me, guys. I am currently working on it right now.
I know.
I'm just so shocked and blown away by what's happening here. I completely forgot.
Chris, let Jay do play-by-play.
This is better than the game.
Yeah,
I think
can
we
Jay
all
do
agree.
I would agree this is better than the game. I'm actually not
You
enjoying the
play-by-play.
game.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to take it over,
I
you
gotta
can.
get my glasses on here.
You got the keys to the city, man. If you,
Okay.
I'll hold the camera.
I'll be a little behind you, but if you want to take over, go ahead.
All right. This is gonna be sort of like letting a beauty. This is gonna be like letting a beauty pageant contestant do the play-by-play. All right, that guy's got too much gold jewelry on. That's just, it's enough, you know. Like you have to know when to say when. Okay.
Kick off.
Now number 9 is looking at a ball, and oh my God, he kicked it. He is so violent.
You take it.
Okay, now the guy caught the ball and he's running back, and 85 people are going to try to tackle him, and he just ran away.
Some beautiful fall colors.
Some beautiful truths. Just some beautiful fall colors.
Wow.
Thank you for your input, Susan. Okay, Karen. Had that discussion earlier of what the male name is for Karen, and had some theories about it.
I think it's Chris.
There's Greg, Allen.
Hey, don't diss Ken Allen like that.
It's his dad.
So maybe it is your dad. I don't know.
Is Ken not the male Karen?
I think it would have to be a Kenny. Here's the thing: is like
You do have to play-by-play.
what you're. Oh, okay. Somebody threw the ball, nobody caught it, so that seems like a waste of time. Yeah. These guys seem like they could lose some weight, although their shoulders are enormous. Oh, their shoulder pads. I used to wear those. Yeah.
Hashtag make it a quote.
Okay, now
Unc, what's your
this
go-to?
guy.
Or
These guys have imprisoned their own faces. It's very interesting. Their faces are imprisoned. It's like a Hannibal Lecter thing, if you think about it.
All right, here we go.
Okay, now there's a guy who's running with a ball, and now he threw the ball. Somebody caught it. That looked like it took a lot of skill, catching the ball like that.
Unc, what's your go-to Panera order?
I wonder if it's greased up.
Yo, Unc,
What's happening?
what's your go-to Panera order?
I like the chicken sandwiches pretty well.
Yeah, low-key, I like the chicken sandwiches too.
Oh wait,
Jay, you go for the
Somebody dropped the ball, and now they're just all in a pile together, like just like a close family. Isn't that sweet? They're all like lying on top of it. Oh, look at that hug! Such a big hug.
he's a rapper.
Oh, and now they're just all cuddling. Look at that. Okay.
Jay, I fear that's not what's happening in the game.
You fear?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more violent, at least from what I'm watching right now.
Are there dire consequences?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there are.
Have these guys considered wearing pants that aren't quite so tight?
Like baggy pants.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Okay, now there's a guy throwing a ball, and it bounced off his hands, but it went a farther distance because of that, so maybe that's a good thing.
Jay, what's your go-to kibitz room order?
I don't know, what is that?
Kibitz room. Kibitz room.
Why do you think it's kibitz room? Do you not know any Jews?
No.
Negative
kibitz
ball
room.
knowledge.
It's the kibitz room, my man.
the kibbutz room.
Yes.
Negative ball knowledge.
It's the kibitz room.
Yeah.
Negative. It's the kibbutz room.
Wait,
Right.
so what is your go-to order at the kibbutz room?
Ryan, you know.
Well,
Ryan,
it has been, okay. Hike.
Ryan, you get it, right?
Oh, no, that happened. Okay.
Ryan, you understand what I did, right?
Hey, what's your go-to at the kibbutz room?
There's been a few different ones, but I would say last year the go-to was corned beef and pastrami special. So that means you got coleslaw on it, but on a hoagie roll. So that's a little different, not on rye, on a hoagie roll.
What about the
What was
go-to
that?
cheesesteak order?
Go-to cheesesteak order is I like my Amato brothers, so they have the mushroom garlic cheesesteak, but generally my go-to order is a steak with provolone, mushrooms, and fried mushrooms, fried onions.
Fried mushrooms, interesting.
It's a punt, Dad.
Yeah, I'm a guy who likes mushrooms, and mushrooms are considered a completely acceptable, if not preferred, topping on a cheesecake. On a cheesesteak. All
No, I
right.
never had it on a
Now
cheesecake
there's a lot
before.
of
That's
water.
interesting.
I wonder what players are going in the water.
Me too.
Hotels.com. That guy.
Oh, are you
No
talking about the
sponsorships,
commercials?
Dad.
He killed a guy with a trident. All right. What's going on? Seriously, I think somebody misspelled the name of that stadium. Did you see that sign? Acrisure? That is not a word. What the
That's
hell?
intensity.
Well, it's a word now because
Acrisure?
you said it.
Acrisure? It's a diaper, right? It's like an adult diaper, I assume.
No, I haven't heard of that one before.
It's an
That's kind of
insurance
interesting.
Okay.
You know what? Sure.
Bro. How
Jay,
many
it's
Diddy?
insurance.
How many Diddy references, bro?
Do I make Diddy I'm not in the habit of making Diddy references, but I can start.
What do you, Jay? What do
The
you
truth
think?
is, I feel like I'm not done roasting R.
Hey,
Kelly, even though it's
That,
been
that
like
sounds
20 years.
fun and all, but let's probably not go there.
Jay, what do you
I
think
would
about Mr.
advise-
Sean Combs?
No, I would advise we don't talk about that guy. I would just say.
Why not, Chris?
I mean, yes, he almost bought the Panthers, but still, I think.
Hey, it's a
I'll
Carolina
say
channel.
this. He's one hell of a businessman, and he should probably be president.
Damn, bro.
Can we get your
He just vote.
can we get your rankings of the top 3 restaurants in Collingswood?
I tell you, some of the best ones I feel like I haven't even tried yet. Because that's I don't know, but when do you need an answer by?
Like right now.
Well, I'm just going to tell you some favorites of mine. All right, we're big fans of Sapori. Sapori is a traditional Italian, so it's not like family spaghetti place. It's traditional Italian, and it's really, really good food, and the desserts are unreal as well. So that's definitely a favorite. Are we counting cafes, or we're just saying actual restaurants?
I told you. There's less than 3.
Any food place.
No,
Less than
Marcus,
3?
Marcus,
There-
there's actually a ton of Italian
There's
restaurants.
literally 35 restaurants and cafes in Collingswood, not including Wawa, and
Not including
and
Wawa.
14 of the 35, a solid 40%, are Italian restaurants. It's like a disease. It's like a rash. We have like a rash, an almost literal rash of Italian restaurants. You want to try to? Can we try to list them?
Does
No.
does the rash of Italian restaurants hurt by any chance?
Doesn't hurt me. I mean, it's.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I it's hard to believe that there's room for 14, but there's one of the newer ones is Zeppeli, although it's now like 10 years old, but like that guy's got a James Beard Award, so it's like a big deal. Zeppeli is. I
Have you visited Bistro Di Marino on Hayden Avenue?
Haddon Avenue, yes, I believe I have.
Hayden Avenue is funny to me, but
Hayden Avenue?
I've heard his Haddon.
I feel like we've been to most of them just at one point. Like there's this one place, the only time we ever went there we did a quick drop-in dessert on my birthday, and it was like this very fancy white tablecloth place. And I remember one of the things that we concluded there is like we agreed, we promised to not ever let each other order tiramisu again because we keep forgetting that we don't like it. So that's a thing. It's really a waste, But what else do I like? I like I like Sabrina's. Sabrina's is a Philly classic. We have our own here.
Oh.
And I like and there is more of a family Italian place called Villa Barone. We really like that place, and Sam is a huge fan of their vodka.
Oh yeah, back in back in 2020.
That doesn't sound right, Jay.
But it is.
Back in 2020, we used to refer to that restaurant as a Collingswood Pizzeria.
No, that was Cafe Antonio's.
That's Cafe Antonio, yeah. Cafe Antonio 2. It's got
ball knowledge is still lacking.
It's the sequel.
My bad. My Collingswood ball knowledge is bad.
Yeah, it's colleagues with ball knowledge.
You know what I said? Like Cafe Antonio, I like their pizza. Their other food's okay. And I always said, like, the one really reliable thing about them is that they are always 4 blocks from my house. Like every single time, they're 4 blocks from my house. But that's not true now that we moved. It was for 14 years. Yeah. Now the only thing 4 blocks from our house is Dragon House. Right now it's sort of like an
when do you think?
an okay Chinese place.
When do you think Florida's gonna be fully underwater?
You mean like financially with mortgages, or like literally underwater?
Literally underwater.
Well, I suppose once they're literally underwater, they're going to be financially underwater as well, right?
Yeah.
Already.
I don't know about that one, Jim.
I'll tell you how you know things are starting to get really hairy. Is that it is getting harder to get homeowners insurance in Florida. They just won't. Nobody wants to sell it to people, and that's going to be a huge problem if people don't have homeowners insurance, especially since you can't really get a mortgage
Dad,
if you don't have homeowners insurance.
the Steelers are having a game-winning drive right now, so I think you should broadcast it for everyone.
Okay, what's the score?
19-14 Bengals.
1914 Bungles. 1914, the Bungholes holding on to a 5-point lead.
3rd and 15.
It's 3rd and 15, which is longer than they're used to going. All
I
right.
thought he was going to say something else good.
All right.
Keep it there.
What was it?
We're cool with 3rd and 15.
He almost did something, but then he didn't. Okay.
That's a good way of looking at it, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Chris, you should use that in your repertoire now.
And such.
No, I can't.
That's
I
the-
feel
that's the
too
beauty of it.
unvalued to use a J reference. I don't
see
care
it?
that much value.
Have you guys seen like the classic beauty pageant, like the sort of
Okay,
the
stop.
question and answer thing? It's like she just sort of completely babbles and says "and such" 5 times.
Jay, can you rank everyone on the StreamYard based on nephew status?
Yeah, so we have Chris, we have Marcus, we have Ryan.
He's not
Jake,
blind.
And Nick.
Not blind.
I am kind of blind. Hold on a second.
Never mind. Sorry.
Oh wait, I just increased it. Okay. Oh, your names are right there.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I don't know.
Come on.
Jim.
Answer
I don't know
that.
about that one, Jim.
All right. Well, Nick is number 1. I think everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Nick is the number 1 nephew. Yeah. Nick is like
Matt, you can
the,
stop right there. You can, if you want.
Nick
to.
is
If you
like
want to
the-
keep going, you can. But.
Nick is like the son of my sister, who's 20 years older than me. So, but technically still my nephew.
My bad.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I hate to choose favorites. I love all of you equally,
Come on.
you know, and like, cause
Come
like,
on.
you know,
Choose them.
well, you know, Jake's my guy. We've hung out here. We've
Look at the sadness in their faces. They're waiting to see if they're the best nephew.
Ryan is sort of the OG stream guy from the very start. You know, like really took a leadership role, and I got to respect that. Marcus is what are you in Chicago there? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marcus, you and I are really tight. I think everyone knows that. Chris liked the movie that we went to, so and I just always appreciated that he liked The Flash.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah,
The
I did like
Flash
The Flash.
was kind of the trash, but it was kind of good though. It was
Well,
kinda
I
good
enjoyed
to
the
get off
movie
the
because
trash.
I enjoyed the movie because I was in Collingswood and I was with my favorite uncle.
You were not in Collingswood. You were in Cherry Hill. But,
Okay, Cherry Hill, sure.
sorry,
I
did
was
I-
in the
did I
presence of
ruin
Uncle
the
Jay.
movie
That's
for you?
why I enjoyed the movie.
Okay. Well, we
Did
had
just ruin the movie for you?
we had fun, and especially Sam Durham had fun just sleeping.
That's actually true.
That really happened. He just
Jay,
just
Sam
like
tells
the
us
movie
the
ended.
story a
He's,
lot.
he's completely unconscious for the last hour of the movie, and the movie isn't that
Oh,
long.
not to mention Bradley Beal got traded to the Suns during the movie,
Oh yeah, we were going crazy.
and then Jay was like, "Shut the hell up."
Yeah,
Well, he didn't tell that to me because I was paying attention. But
Yeah, you were.
yeah, and then that kid who played the Flash, what's his name?
I don't know.
You know, he was like in legal trouble and stuff. Anyway, I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying
hey, we've been there, done that, man.
he got DFA'd the next week. Anyway, and I also like I really I like Chris's patter as a broadcaster too. He's got some cool stuff happening. Yeah. All right, so basically, I have a slight affection for all of you. That is what's going on here. Yeah.
But
But
Nick
why
is
is
the
Nick
favorite,
number
which
one
makes
again?
sense. 'Cause he's our
Why
favorite.
is Nick number 1? Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sam.
the
Samuel.
dude.
Samuel. I don't know why. I
I don't
don't know
know
what
that's
you're
even a
talking about.
question.
No, I wanted an
If
explanation.
Jay
on
wasn't
it.
here, you'd be back in the dungeon for asking that question. But,
He's the
yeah, it's
dude.
very obvious.
Yeah.
See, Chris is bullying me. That's why he should be last.
I'm not
Marcus,
bullying.
is
I'm-
that your
Yes,
dad
you are.
behind you?
Yeah, it
Because
is.
we had a nice talk one time, and I'd like to talk to him. I said, "Hi, Mr. Trivedi. Nice to see you." Also, is there
No,
like a
no,
bird
that can't
flapping
be
its
real.
wings
No,
and
that
crapping on
can't be
someone?
real.
What's going on there? What is happening there?
That cannot be real.
Oh my god.
What did
look-
I say?
That's not Marcus's dad.
You guys look just like each other. It's really cool.
Jay, you ever heard of Doc Rivers?
Sure, of course.
That's Doc
Sure.
Rivers.
That's Doc Rivers.
Your dad is Doc Rivers?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Is this?
Oh my
I just want to know. I would hate to disappoint you. Is this everything you dreamed it could be? My monstrous guess appearance.
Jay, quick
Yeah.
off-topic question: Corey Seager or Francisco Lindor?
We already talked about this with all.
Yeah, I'm Team Lindor.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a
Yeah.
because he's a product of the Cleveland organization. so.
Snickers in shambles.
Nick
Uh,
and Ryan said Seager.
Jay, this is my
Okay.
dad.
That's Marcus's dad in the back.
There we go. There we go. I like that. Have you ever seen the movie Superman Returns? Because it turns like he has like a little son. It turns out
Yeah, I have.
it's sort of. I like that movie. That movie was people kind of crap on it. I was like, I think it's nice, and also it's the best Lex Luthor, but unfortunately it's Kevin Spacey, and we're not allowed to like him anymore. But he does a great Lex Luthor, I have to say.
Why are we not allowed to like him?
Because he did some assaulty, teenage assaulty things. So
Oh, he did. I didn't know that.
That's what Jake thinks every athlete in the NFL does when they get in trouble.
what?
Huh?
A couple days ago, you thought everybody could do this. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Dad, I have a question
Who?
for
Brian
you.
Flores?
Wait,
Yeah.
you talking about me or somebody else?
Jake.
Oh,
Dad,
Jake.
I have a
okay.
question for you.
Yeah.
What position?
Call me Uncle Jay.
Okay, Uncle Jay.
Wow. You just got demoted.
Sorry, no. Yeah, oh yeah. What? How can I help you, son?
Thank you.
Damn.
I approse that. I'm emotional
Okay.
now.
He's
Thank you so
emotional.
much. What position do you think Chris thought?
That's my little pookie. Okay. So,
Oh,
what position? What?
What position do you think Chris thought Randy Arozarena played?
Oh yeah, let's figure this out. Even though this isn't true, let's figure this out.
Fullback? I don't know.
Yeah.
What,
Close enough.
yeah.
Oh, Burrow.
Guard. Huh.
He thought he played reliever.
Safety.
He thought Arozarena played reliever.
No, that's incorrect. I was interrupted while I was stating it. It's
I mean,
just Sybil trying to
No, stop,
scapegoat.
Chris.
It's
Stop.
Sybil trying to scapegoat so he doesn't go back to the dungeon, but he's getting pretty close to it right now.
That's insane. I'm not even on the call.
But a Rosarena is sort of he's such a weird character that like he has like these like 5-day bursts of being unbelievable. Twice? Maybe really just once. And like he's kind of a
Stop, Chris.
he's kind of a obscure player. Like other than that, he's like
Holy
not a player that
5-day
anybody needs
what?
to know. Although I think, like, in a way, the most interesting thing about him is just the way that name, a Rosarena, is a cool ass name, right?
Oh no!
Yeah,
It is.
like,
What did he do?
like I could that could be my band name. My band's gonna be called a Rosarena. You know?
Okay,
People
that's
can be
fine.
like, whoa,
But,
what does that mean?
The description of that. That's just pause.
What did he say?
Oh, I forgot. I meant to mention before.
I'm not saying that again.
One of the big pluses for Nick is just that the way he spells bear is very edgy.
Jay,
Thank
one of my
you.
mom's best friends is somehow related to Nick, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And their both last name is Bear, Baer.
Jake, that makes you less cool.
All right. So now you got to figure out which of your friends is secretly Nick's son.
Son.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nick, how old are you now?
I'm 24.
Yeah, he could easily have a son your age. Okay, so the
Unc. Check your
All right,
basement. I'm in your basement right now, Unc.
Not that easily.
Unc, I'm in your basement.
What?
Look at me. I'm in your basement.
Background.
Said what?
Wow, it's a really flattering shot of the basement too. It's just the hot water heater. It's just like, yeah.
No way.
They grab photos that Sam shares and then they just have random backgrounds. All right. What else can you show me there?
Ryan definitely found that off of like Zillow or
Oh,
something.
well, there goes Marcus.
Oh, that was on Zillow?
Don't worry, I fixed it.
Yay!
It takes like research.
Yes. And Ryan.
Chris, I think you should remove the background. I don't know if anyone here is watching. Anyone
the
here
Steelers are about to get the
watching?
ball back.
I was actually about to talk about it again. 'Cause it's getting
You know
really
what?
clear.
And the Steelers have the ball back. It's an amazing development.
This game actually became interesting.
I'm sorry. I need to correct the
Yeah,
grammar
punch
on my
screwed
name
everything
here.
up for the Bengals, man.
You guys, Jay's correcting the grammar on his name.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. We're probably gonna do the number sign there, right?
I'm at it now.
Wait, it was back there. Go back. Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, he's adding his name. Chris broadcast and Jay will be the color commentator.
Okay, he's a little ahead of me, so.
It does not really matter.
All right, so
All
I won't commentate until you've called it.
Unc, I'm in your attic right now.
Interception.
All right, bro.
Chris, he's lying, by the way.
No. Here we go. The Steelers need a field goal to end the Bengals season, first down and 10, starting from their own 24-yard line. Two receivers on both sides, Najee Harris in the backfield. Wilson takes the shotgun snap, backs up to the 15-yard line, rolls to his right, delivers, and is caught by Harris for a TFL. And the clock is going to continue to run. They only have one timeout, and the Steelers got to push it down the field.
What do y'all think of Jay's new name?
World's one Unkadunk. Oh, okay. That's clever. Second down and 12. Wilson backs up, delivers, and is caught by Freiermuth. Can he get out of bounds? And they're going to say he did not. They are stuck in bounds. The clock is ticking. It's Mike Hilton that makes the tackle, and it's still third and long for Pittsburgh.
We're like 2 plays ahead, Chris.
Yes, clearly. I know that. As it's third down and 9, Wilson takes the shotgun snap, delivers over the middle. It is caught. A first down and more to Freiermuth.
Let's go.
And once again, the clock is continuing to run. We're under 1 minute to go. They have one timeout.
Wait, let Jay speak.
I have to say what everyone's thinking. That is really not a good shade of orange at all. It clashes horribly with the grass.
This is some Chicago
Wilson
Bears
takes the
clock
shotgun
management
snap,
right
rolling
now.
to his right, the clock continuing to run. He's going to run for it. He takes a little bit of a hit. The clock is still running. I don't know what this clock management by the Steelers. It's down to 30 seconds. Everyone is trying to run up as fast as they can, but they're still not in field goal range. Freiermuth is trying to get back to the sideline. He does. Second down and 6.
Do they care about field goal?
Wilson, and he's going to get sacked with 20 seconds remaining. What are the Steelers doing?
Chris, this is some
Matt
Chicago
Eberflus
Bears.
stuff.
Matt
That meme I
Eberflus
said
for
earlier is
real.
real, Chris.
This is some
Yeah, I've
Chicago
seen
Bears
that,
clock management.
Chris, this is exactly the meme I sent earlier about Matt Eberflus and Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the
Why did
Steelers
Wilson
look
not
better.
go out of
That's
bounds?
all
Why
I'm
did he take a
saying.
hit in bounds?
Pause.
What are they doing?
I don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
There's only 20 seconds on the clock. They had to burn their final timeout. So that means if they get a first down and it's inbounds, they have to spike the football. And they can't spike it unless they get a first down because it's fourth down. Yeah, they have to go for a first down here. They cannot be short of the sticks, so the game is basically going to end. Third down and 12, 20 seconds remaining. Will Boswell even have an opportunity to win them this game? Harris in the backfield. They're going to wave a man in motion. Trips left and a receiver on the right. Plenty of time on the play clock for Wilson. And he will use as much time as he needs. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Gonna take a shot down the sideline. Got a man open, but it's incomplete. He cannot
George
was
Pickens
George
is terrible.
Pickens. He was wide open.
George
Yes.
Pickens is awful.
That was a very exciting play 2 minutes ago.
Damn, Chris, you just got a stray.
Whoa. I'm shivered in my timbers as
I
Pickens
know
just
you
wow.
are.
Snicker. George Pickens sucks.
What was that effort by George Pickens?
Just saying,
It was
It looked
awful.
like he was trying to make like an OBJ grab.
saying
This is
that,
for
just
Crenshaw. I'll grab.
the Steelers.
No way.
The Steelers are just playing with a much nicer palette. Like there's that little dash of red on the emblem there, like a
Well,
pocket.
this is
square.
their last chance. If the
very
Bengals
cool.
can pull this
Chris.
off, they're going to have an opportunity
Chris.
for the postseason.
Anyone know
4th
my
down
color
and 12 for
commentary?
the Steelers.
Chris,
Two
the,
receivers on both sides. Harris in the backfield, and the play clock is just what are they doing?
timeout called by
The
Cincinnati.
timeout called by the Bengals. So both
Chris,
teams
Chris.
ran out of timeouts.
Chris, who is the Jordan Baker's dad again?
Billy Baker.
Yeah,
Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's just like Billy Baker.
He does look
He
like
does
Billy
look like
Baker.
him. He does. That's a good
Oh
point.
my gosh. No, I see it.
That's
Oh
a
my
good
God,
point.
Billy
Man.
Baker.
This is just white people being white people.
So the Bengals, if they win this game, they get a Denver loss and a Miami loss / tie. They are in the postseason, but they need this stop on Cincinnati. 15 seconds to go. Both teams are out of timeouts. 4th and 12 for the Steelers. Trey Hendrickson with 17 and a half
Oh my
sacks
God.
in the NFL. We'll see what they can do. Harris in the back. I know you're joking, Stimmel. Harris in the backfield. Wilson takes the snap. Looking, delivers over the middle, and it is incomplete. Out of the hands of Freiermuth, and the Bengals are going to stay alive.
Woo!
We got a chance.
Stay
for the
alive.
seed.
Their playoff hopes are still alive. It's going to depend on a couple of results tomorrow, but the Bengals get the win. That's step one into their playoff hopes.
I really hope they make the playoffs, but I care more about the Jets losing, so screw that.
I think that's
If
very
the-
embarrassing.
If
the
Denver
Steelers-
wins, I'm rooting for the Dolphins. If
To,
not,
to lose to a team with such tacky helmets, unbelievable.
Come on, Jay.
I'm doing color commentary. Well, that's everything I've said is about color.
Oh, fair, Jay.
Yeah,
Jay, what are your thoughts on the Steelers color scheme?
I'm saying it looks sharp. I mean, it's a classic look. I don't know. When I see it, I still don't feel like there's a cliche, even though it's been the same for a few decades now. It's just classic, and it's still sharp. You know?
Snicker. Are the
I want
Steelers-
that 5 seed.
Snicker, are the Steelers
Oh
0
my
5 in
God!
their
What
last
is that
5?
atrocious chartreuse vest on the camera guy? Horrible.
Snicker,
What?
are the Steelers 0 5 in their last 5?
I think were they 10-3 or something like that? I don't know.
They were 10-3. They've lost their last 4.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna end the stream up real quick, and then we can talk afterwards.
Yeah, we
So
should
thank you all
talk.
for tuning in.
Okay.
Make sure
Say
to subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next. Everybody stay around though.